I am ready now.
Coming to you from the Radio for One studios in Franklin, Michigan. Welcome to the Detroit Cast.
Big fan. Big fan.
A show not just free of charge, but free of FCC regulations.
And what can we expect?
Surprises!
Engineered by Jay Timko and produced by Eric Beatty. And without further delay, it's showtime. Please welcome the Detroit Cast. Here are your hosts, Mike and Jay.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome all to the Detroit Cast Friday edition of the Detroit Cast. I'm Mike, that is Jay. Timko's right there. Big E is just ran upstairs, he'll be down in a second. How are you, buddy?
Better than yesterday.
Yeah, should we start there? It's funny. They can't all be home runs, right?
They can't.
Yesterday,
Impossible.
we got done with the show yesterday, and I walked upstairs. I was bummed. I was like, that show sucked. It sucked.
I was walking out, getting in my car thinking the same thing. Fuck, that show sucked.
And today I said something to you like, yeah, I don't know about that show yesterday. And you went, dude, I thought it was the worst show he'd ever done. I was like, me too. At least we're on the same page. At least we can call out when it's not as good as it should be. But
perfect storm of ineptitude
yeah.
and slow news. Too much science.
Yeah. We didn't start off on the right foot with the whole comet landing.
You're going, yeah, this is over my head. And I'm going, I fucking hate this story. All right, here we go.
And it's, of course, the lead story because there was jack shit else going on in the world.
Yeah. We can't blame it on that, though. We were off.
Hey, we got beers.
We were off. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, we were. I was tired. You were tired. Thank you. Yeah, so it was one of those days. We'll do our best to do better. We're capable of better, and I hope people hang with us. Anyway, we got beers. That'll help. Hey, Steve, how are you, buddy?
Good, man.
Good. We'll get to you in just a little bit. Our Zott Ford guy is here, and he brings beers, so gotta love that. Anyway, a lot to do today. It's a Friday, dare I say, a big show. We got a slap that's gone viral. We did the one, I don't know, a couple days ago where the cop slapped that dude.
Yeah.
There's another one. This involves a chick who gets slapped, and I think you'll be happy with it.
It went so viral. I've never heard of this one.
Well, it's making the rounds on World Star.
Okay.
World Star Hip Hop right now. I'll show it to you later. We've got a sperm donor doing God's work.
Yeah.
He's having kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll get into it.
Something to the story I'm missing that Jace. I think it doesn't seem like that big of a deal.
I know. We'll get into it.
Strongly bothered by that.
Yeah. Do I sound gay? Seriously, do I sound gay?
Yeah, you do.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't.
You look more gay than you sound.
I wasn't asking. It's a topic we'll get into later. But thank you for that. We got a lost dog, a lost tiger, the USC liar. We'll get into the Lions. We mentioned yesterday that we talk Lions, but can we start with ISIS? We haven't talked about ISIS in a while, have we?
No.
And well, a new audio tape came out yesterday featuring a message from Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, Bob. Hello, Rakbar. It's emerged online and will be his first comment since July, they're saying. And it was released by an ISIS-linked media group, and in it, the man identified as al-Baghdadi references Obama and a lot of things. It's actually like a 17-minute long video that you will understand none of, but he does have quite the pointed words, and you can hear him rallying his group. You care to hear any of it?
Yeah, I want to see a little bit. See what his cat's all about.
Yeah, it's kind of a dick, I'll be honest. But he says part of it, and I won't bore us with all of it because there's a whole lot of.
Is he a charismatic leader? Because that's the thing this group has is kind of a media savvy, or is he just your typical fucking Middle Eastern
typical
asshole?
Douchebag? Yeah. But they've got all the answers, and we are all dogs and slaves over here in America. it's funny because how they treat their women, very much dog and slave like.
Mhm.
But
We're the
whatever.
ones that suck. Yeah.
Right. We all suck over here, of course. We see America and its allies stumbling between fear, weakness, inability, and failure. America, Europe, Australia, Canada, they're apostate. Apostate tails. We have tails. And slaves from amongst the rulers of the Muslim hands were terrified by the Islamic State. The Jews were frightened. They feared for their economy. They feared for the Muslims' wealth and the goods of our lands, which they plunder, suck dry, enjoy themselves with, and fight us with via their agents from amongst the treacherous rulers of the Muslim lands. They fear for their security. We see their fear of all this clearly and evidently, and we see their weakness due to their fear. I think we have a lot of fear over here.
We really do. Yeah.
They did not dare start a campaign until after amassing with them their slaves and dogs from amongst the rulers of the Muslim lands. Their weakness does not lie in their need for airplanes for the airplanes of their slaves, which they do not give them except after it goes out of military service.
Well said.
Yeah.
Bob.
The Jews and Crusaders are not in need of effeminate pilots from the soldiers of the Gulf rulers, nor are they in need of their planes. The story of their participation in the coup is just media farce. America and its allies are terrified, weak, and powerless due to their fear and weakness. Due to their fear and weakness, they are unable to send ground forces to fight the Mujahideen. Is that? I can't remember how you say that. Yeah, the Babadeen. And between this fear, weakness, and powerlessness, we see them stumbling in failure. Obama, who has ordered the deployment of 1,500 additional soldiers under the claim that they are advisors because the Crusaders' airstrikes and constant bombardment day and night upon the positions of the Islamic State have not prevented its advance nor weakened its resolve. And then he goes on to say, that Allah Akbar will have our back, and Allah,
Sure.
All that shit. And we want to set the world on fire, volcanic flames of bullshit for all of the earth.
Jihad. Yeah.
Jihad. Yeah.
Do you remember? I think it was during the initial Gulf War.
Why are they so angry, Jay?
Was it
Why are they so
was
angry?
it Baghdad Bob? They called him.
Yeah.
Where he came out and he was like this minister of communications
Yeah.
or whatever. He's like, "Oh, we're kicking their ass. We are kicking their ass."
I totally remember
as
that.
we're just decimating the whole. I mean, you sort of feel, a little bit of. Obviously, we're not striking ISIS as hard as we did the Iraqi troops at that point because it's a whole different ballgame. But it's all fucking propaganda, all his minions are.
But they're all buying it up and thinking.
Sure. Why would they think any different? You got your big guys standing there telling you that. And
what do we need?
little did they know we're sitting here fucking having a great time drinking beer, doing a podcast.
Yeah, they'd be beheaded for this shit. It just doesn't it just seems weird to me that you're on this earth and you can't wait to get to the next life that may or may not exist. You're pretty sure it does, but you can't wait to get the fuck off this earth so you can go to some other place and get all these virgins.
Yeah, that is
It
interesting.
just seems weird to me. It's weird.
Well, that's how you get your people to freaking, fight ruthlessly and kill themselves as you convince them of paradise beyond this.
Seems silly. Jay, it's silly. It's silly. Stop it. I wish these fuckers would knock it off. They're scaring people.
Hashtag.
Knock that shit off. Yeah, have you seen what's going on in Ferguson, by the way?
Not really. Where do we stand?
Well, they're saying any day now we'll get the grand jury to not indict the cop. He will not be indicted. And then
all hell breaks
all
loose.
hell is going to break loose in Ferguson, Missouri. And it's so funny. Listen to these cocksuckers on the news talk about, peace in the streets. How do we ensure that there's peace in the streets? It's like the last thing any of you pieces of shit want is peace in the streets. Trust me. They want anything but peace. The more looting, the more fires, the more shit, the more cops fighting people, the better. All
Hell
they want is riots in the streets because it gives them something to cover. I'm all for it too. It gives us something to cover. But
You're rooting for unrest, are you?
yes, kind of, because I know and what are we going to do? I can't do anything about it. It's coming. It'll give us something to talk about.
Yeah, it's going to be nuts.
And they've already like 90% of the stores on that main strip are boarded up as if like a storm's coming through town.
I was about to say that, just like a hurricane's coming. They're just boarding up all the glass and
another circus going on there. Or you've got the wrong martyr. Not my fault. Riot, blow up your town. Good luck with that. Oh, Christ. There's so much shit in that. Ugh. Hey, let's talk Lions. I'm off long enough. Do you believe this team is, what is it, 7-2 now? They're 7-2, right? 9 games into the season.
They look pretty good, you know? I mean, they've won a couple lucky ones, and then they lost one that they certainly could have won with Buffalo. So,
yeah. The only game to me they looked really overmatched was that Carolina game. Was that week 2? Week 3, something like that? It was
week 2. And from what I remember about that game is they looked okay for a while, and then they just kind of tanked.
They couldn't do anything offensively, though.
Yeah, they've had several games like that. That's the problem. But their D is obviously sweet. Ranked number 1, I think.
Yeah, they have been for most of the season.
And I'll say I watched it pretty closely against the Dolphins, and I was really interested to see their defense because I really hadn't checked them real close. And that was impressive, man. A lot of that game was really impressive.
And they're doing things they've never done before, which is win in the end. They always seem to find ways to lose games, and now they're finally starting to win some of those games.
And it's been talked about for days now, but that throw by Stafford, the Theo Riddick.
Oh, ridiculous.
I don't care what anybody says, man. That dude's a gamer. He's got it,
Yep.
And this is, I'm being objective because, again, I don't have a dog in this fight. I don't have a horse in this race. So I can kind of stand back and, dude, I don't know. I don't know what the doubters. Look, he's not perfect, obviously, but dude, this guy's got talent.
No doubt about it. They're saying the Lions have a 90% chance of making the playoffs now. They've done the math on this. I know it doesn't mean much, but the facts say that they will play some January football. Football Outsiders did the math formula, and they say that they will happen. Let's see. They think they know what will happen the rest of the way in the NFL. Obviously, they don't, but they've got 10 different equations, 9 of which the Lions end up in the postseason.
Wow. Well, you could easily see them losing the next 3. Definitely the next 2.
For sure.
At Cardinals, at Patriots, and then you have Bears on Thanksgiving, which, it used to be, at Thanksgiving, they rise to the occasion. Then then they just sucked on Thanksgiving
this
forever.
Will tell us a lot about this team the next 3 weeks.
For sure.
Tell us exactly what we're dealing with. But they say they currently have a 60.7% chance of winning the NFC North, a 44%, 45, almost 45% chance of getting a first-round bye in the playoffs.
Wow.
Imagine the Lions with a first-round bye. And their chances of simply making the postseason at 90%. Let's see, their mean number of wins is 11.2, which would be good. They have a 23% chance of having home field throughout the NFC playoffs. Second only to the 8-1 Cardinals, who have a 38% chance. God, can you imagine? I mean, but last year we were talking about this. Didn't they start 6-3? Was it?
Yeah.
Were they 6-2, or is it all? Did they have 3?
I thought it was 6-2.
I thought it was 6-2 as well.
Then they tanked, but
and then they lost like 7 of 8 games.
10-6. To be honest, looking at the schedule, I think they're probably 10-6.
I could even see 11. I could see
11. Where do you see them picking up a couple more wins? 3 more.
Buccaneers, Vikings, and
Bears. Bears game.
Yeah, one Bears.
Not both.
No, I think they'll probably lose at Bears.
See, I guess that's where I think they'll win.
I think they'll lose all their away games at this point.
Really?
Win their home games. I mean, just looking at the schedule, taking a guess.
I think they might win this week.
Yeah.
I really do.
That's a tough Cardinals team, man. Tough D. And it looks like Reggie Bush will be out for a few weeks probably with the ankle. It'll be interesting. It's fun, though. Even talking about them in November, I mean, it's fun. And I totally agree with you. I think Stafford is the real deal, man. Yeah. He's just a winner and a gamer. Well, and we'll see if he can pull it off down the road. But if he stays healthy, good things ahead.
I bought tickets to the Minnesota game on Sunday.
Did you really?
Yeah, last game of the year, December 14th.
Yeah.
Last home game of the year, anyway. They have 2.
Who are you going with? Standing room only?
No.
Standing room only seats?
Possibly. No, they're real seats. They're not good seats, but they're real seats. Yeah. Probably my dad and my brother. But I wanted to go anyway.
You don't know who you're going with, but you bought
my
tickets?
Dad for sure.
Yeah.
Your dad bought tickets. Let's be
my
honest.
dad bought tickets.
So wait a minute.
And
Why'd
I'm
you say
going.
you bought tickets?
Well, I asked my mom and I said, "Hey, the Lions are doing pretty good. We should go to a game this year."
Can Dad get tickets for us?
What do you think Dad would want to go to the game? And I said, he'd want to go. So I took my mom's credit card and I bought tickets on the Detroit site.
Did you use your mom's phone? Did she know you broke her phone?
Yeah, she knows.
Was she
She
pissed? Shattered that
She's
fucker,
used
man.
to it. She's used to it.
She is.
Yeah, me breaking shit and losing shit. Everything I have has insurance on it. My glasses, my phone, you know.
Really?
If I could have insurance on my car keys, I
You can just buy him the glasses. Okay, Eric, now you got to be really careful with these. These are designer. These are designer, Eric.
No, dude, I'm really lucky. I go to I forget where I go. It used to be DOC, but now it's I think Pearl Vision. But you
Is
can.
that the dancing guy?
It used to be back in the day.
That was absurd.
I know, right? What was his name?
I don't know.
Oh.
Dr. Golden or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He used to come into the radio station. Like, hated it.
Oh, I bet,
But
dude.
that whole dancing, I
he
mean,
was dancing
obviously
on top
put
of
him
the
on the
bus.
map, you know,
Yeah.
and that's what it's all about. But
Worth it? Is it really worth it to be put on the map?
I don't think
At
so.
that point.
Dancing
No.
DOC.
God, I forgot about those. Was it Doc Golden?
I think it was Dr. Golden. And then it just disappeared. So he must have sold out to Pearl or something.
Yeah.
Mm.
He's on an island somewhere. I mean, fuck, I can say whatever I want about him, right? I mean, the dude's
Yeah.
fucking sitting there going, fuck you, Jay.
Yeah,
Who
I mean,
are you?
Yeah, I've got $1 billion.
We started going just because. Well,
Yeah, there he
we
is.
started going because they.
Asshole.
Oh my
So
What an
douchey.
asshole. I forgot how bad
dude,
these
the hand
commercials
in the
are.
pocket. The
What
hand
an
in the
asshole.
pocket.
Look at that. Yeah. Hey, let's all start dancing. Oh, what
But
a dick.
you know what? It wasn't enough tongue in cheek. Like the guy really thought he was cool. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like it would be one thing if it'd be like, I'm a sweet dancer, you know, kind of laugh at yourself. But
He gets out of the valet and then he just I'm
He's doing the
dancing.
same move with all of them, too.
yeah, the hand in the pocket.
Yeah, and then the swivel of the feet. Like, that's his move. Oh, my.
Wow.
I remember there's one he was like dancing on top of a school bus. Maybe this is a montage, so maybe that's coming up. But
Jeez, unbelievable.
Those are terrible.
What's the genesis of that? Do you think? You think he's at a wedding or something, and some marketing person's there?
Corny.
Hey Doc, you know what? We could really move you forward. You're quite a
The
dancer.
sexy specs. Yeah, that was the remember.
Ever since I danced in my first Sexy Specs commercial, I can't go anywhere without someone wanting to show me their steps.
Oh, it's awful,
No,
dude.
you want to show your steps.
It has to be the Sexy Specs.
See an American Coney there?
Yeah.
They
Oh,
make
yeah.
you feel like dancing.
There's that Anthonyum.
Yeah, I was just going to say Anthonyum. Yep. Let's go to a bunch of Detroit landmarks and
Yeah.
it's the same move every time. That high five. Oh,
It's hard to watch.
stop it! Yes, it's very hard to watch.
Ridiculous.
God,
And that makes you feel like going out and buying a pair of glasses.
I know, man.
nah, it doesn't.
We started going there because they did have that back. You know, the
Because
hour.
they had the sexy specs.
Well,
I get it.
No, the hour glasses. You could get your glasses in an hour.
Were they the only ones?
I think at first.
Really?
I think at first they probably were. It was a big. Remember, for a while it was a big deal. I think to get them in an hour. They don't do it anymore, which is funny.
What kind of glasses are you wearing now?
I don't know. They actually are nice. I think they're.
If you can't read them,
they're
try to read them when they're on.
Let me
they're
see.
Ray-Bans.
The Ray-Bans?
Yeah.
Well, let me
They're
see.
girls though. Your
No, they're not. But
your sister has the same ones.
No, we went because at first because they did the hour. And now they don't do an hour anymore, which is kind of funny. Now
He's blind as
See,
fuck.
fucked
Oh,
up.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
dude.
I can't see.
Oh my lord.
It's her magnifying glasses.
I know it's just great that nowadays. I mean, if you if this was
Nowadays.
no, but I'm saying 20 years ago, these would have been frames. You know.
Yeah.
Thick as
Nowadays.
He looks weird without
Let's
glasses.
see it one more time.
Beady eyes.
That's what I was about to say.
Oh, fuck you.
You're definitely beady.
You know
Very
what's
mouse-like.
You know what's funny is it came in handy though a few times. Like one time because of the hour because one time I was with my buddies. We were on 96, and for some reason someone had cut us off. So I decided I was gonna give them a shake of the fist out the window, and I didn't think about the fact that it was out the window and sure enough my glasses fall off.
Oh, and
Out
kicking
on
on the
highway.
freeway.
So then I have to go. I went right into DOC in Novi at the time, and I'm like, I need glasses. I just dropped mine on the highway, and they're like, "What frames you on?" I'm like, I don't really care. I just need
can't
them done in
see.
an hour, so I can't see. And they had my prescription, so that's the only reason I was able to go there. So it worked out for me several times. But anyway, I don't know how we got talking about this.
I don't know, but it doesn't seem very
the-
punk, by the way. Your glasses, nice Ray-Bans like that.
I do not. I'm the.
Oh, here he goes. He's going to declare what he is.
When I shop for
Again.
glasses, dude, I am the least like. I have walked in there before and just told them. I just usually say like I don't even care. I'm
So
like,
how
what
did
do
you end up with a $300 pair of Ray-Bans on your face then? If you just go in and go, yeah, give me the cheap ones.
Somebody upsold him.
These
Somebody
hot
smart.
topic.
No,
A
these,
smart
hot
salesperson.
no, these aren't that.
Oh, I bet a
expensive.
dumbass.
They look,
I work on commission.
No, they work. They look more. They're not as expensive as they. I mean, these are the cheaper, the cheapest, most, I guess.
Economical Ray-Bans?
No, fashionable, I suppose. I don't know.
Very fashionable.
They're too fashionable now. The next glasses I get aren't going to be black rims. They're black ovals. They're too cool now. Everyone
Definitely
has
not
them.
ovals.
No.
It's a rectangle.
Rectangle, whatever.
So what are you going to get?
I have
Something-
no clue because I don't like I like rectangles. I might stick with rectangles, just a different color.
What you got to do is bring the big ones back.
Yeah,
Just
that'd
big,
be awesome. I should.
just
Yeah, they have them.
That'd be hilarious.
I would so do.
Bumblebee.
Yeah.
One time I bought a pair of prescription sunglasses. They were old person, like those ones you're talking about, like real thick.
Yeah.
And it was at the Salvation Army. There was just this little basket of used glasses, and it happened to be my prescription. And I got it for $1. No kidding. I had them for like a year, I think, and I lost them. But they were my prescription. I got them in this Salvation Army little basket for $1.
Really?
How about those old lady ones that just go over your glasses?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
those are awful.
Oh, the big
Yes.
sunglass ones.
Yeah.
I mean?
The ones Bob Bashara was wearing into court the other day.
Was he really?
Yeah. Yep.
I used to buy those too and
Looking
wear
like
them
an
just to be an
asshole.
idiot, though. I thought it was stupid, so I would buy them.
Have you heard from your girl yet, by the way?
I don't want to talk about it.
I do, though.
I know.
Yeah, can we close the loop on that?
Yeah, I think it is closed.
No,
Done. So
no, I'm pretty sure she wrote to us. A little update or something. You haven't heard anything yet?
no, she got back to me on Facebook when she referenced the email that she wrote in.
She did.
Yeah.
Talking about Lisa. And so what has it been, 6 days since you asked her out?
Shut up, man. You can read the email.
No,
Well,
I'm just
and
wondering because sometimes it takes people longer to get back to people.
Yeah, I'm
so
sure. Well,
it's
you
no
read,
big deal.
Yeah, well, you read the email, so you.
I'm sure there's a good response coming or something, you know.
You want me to
You can
read
just
part of
read
this?
it. I don't
Sure.
know, do whatever you want. I don't know.
And she said we could read this if we wanted. Feel free to
I
read
thought
this.
we were,
on there.
I thought Jay had some.
I mean,
moral
dude, there's
objectives.
probably lots of people out there who have asked a girl out, and then like 6-7 days later, they've gotten a response that was positive. So
Yeah,
fingers crossed.
yeah. Screw you.
I want to sincerely apologize for embarrassing Eric by posting my comment on the
Fake.
on the
I
Facebook.
agree.
My intention was to actually stick up for him, not to put him down. I was flattered that he, quote, made a move, end quote, and asked if I wanted to hang out. I recognize that it took a lot of guts on his part. However,
No, Guts would have been
Yeah,
asking at the party.
I
you know,
agree. I disagree. I agree
So,
with you on that.
You know, the really ungutsy kind of spineless way to do it is to wait till the party's over,
I
you
agree.
go a separate way, and then text her.
I agree.
So,
agree,
whatever.
dude.
I don't
You
mean to
want
correct
from
her.
me.
I don't mean to
it's
correct her.
unanimous. It's unanimous.
I don't mean to correct her. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Continue.
However, do you all forget the theme of the show for the past week or so? I seem to remember getting several honest glimpses into the single male psyche and how friendships with women are approached, or rather the lack of existence of friendships with women.
Very good point.
Therefore,
Exactly.
when Eric asked me if I wanted to hang out sometime, I knew I couldn't say, sure, I would love to hang out. Sounds like fun, without being labeled as a tease if I wasn't interested in more than friendship. I didn't want to lead him on or hurt his feelings, so I was thinking of the best way to respond. That being said, thank you for thoroughly embarrassing both Eric and me. I'm right
Anytime.
there with you, E.
No problem.
And forcing me to give an answer. Okay, here it goes. If Eric
Oh my
doesn't
God.
think I'm a total dick yet, I would be happy to be his date for the TDC night out. I will be out of town presenting at a conference in Chicago.
Look at that. Nice. Look at that couple there.
The pink purse and the pink hat, the matching.
Look at you in every picture, E.
I don't know. Whatever you know. You.
What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? He's got his eyes closed. Big smile on his face.
She's lucky I'm smiling and looking at the camera. That's a positive.
She is. You're right. You're right.
November 20 to 24, she's out of town, but I'm totally free any other weekend.
Wait, isn't that the weekend we're
That's
doing?
the weekend we're going out.
Okay.
So her offer to be his date is kind of empty.
Moot.
It's
Plus I-
moot. It's
plus-
moot.
I
It's a
don't know.
mute.
I mean, why would I?
Well, if we do another one down the road in a year or something, maybe she could join us for that one
Maybe.
or something.
She
She's
says
still interested. Maybe
Totally,
hopefully she'll
totally
get back to you by
free
then.
any other weekend.
No.
She's declared herself free any other weekend.
But she's not.
Wait till the
Let's
end.
be clear. She's not free to just hang out with E. She's free if we're all going out as a group and having fun. Right.
Right. Wait till the end. You can read the end if you want. I guess.
I would be open to hanging out in a setting outside of the podcast, but until then, let's just keep it professional.
Ooh. So what does that mean? She's dying to go out with you? Is that
No,
what I'm reading between the lines
I
there?
think she wants to go on the limo ride, and that who wouldn't? And I'm good. I'll go by myself.
Ooh. Wow, so you're denying her?
You go pick up a random that night, righty?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Good for you.
Wow. See, I was reading something totally different. It sounded to me like she was interested and just playing a little hard to get, but you didn't see that? No?
Did you? No. It's pretty clear. I think he missed a part in that. It's pretty clear.
I mean,
there's a thing referencing friendship or something.
Oh, you guys are friends?
if he decides to change his mind about his view on friendships with women,
Ooh.
doubtful, I would be open to hanging out in
There we
a
go.
setting outside of the podcast. Sorry,
no,
I missed that.
No, that's...
But until then,
No
let's just keep it professional. No, E is not going to change for anyone.
Wow, I'm kind of uncomfortable now. Why did you make us go down this road, E?
Because you did?
Oh.
Because I'm sitting here?
I forget how it went down, but
How we could play it back probably. It was you said.
it's all right.
How is it going with Lisa?
Oh, yeah,
I
how
said
is
I
it going
didn't-
with Lisa?
And I said I didn't want to talk about it, and then you kept talking about it.
Oh,
That's kind of how it went.
that's your version of events. but
I guess we'll have to.
I think Jay and I guess we'll just have to disagree to agree.
I don't even want to say that phrasing anymore because I feel like if I start saying it, I'll be like a what do you call it, like a gesture of myself or something, or
A
a
caricature of
character,
yourself.
yeah, a character
Mocking.
of myself. So like I don't want to tie myself down on any catchphrases.
He can't even use his own joke.
like even the pink ad, I've realized like I don't want to be like end up being like fucking like what's his name for Penn State where I'm always wearing the big glasses or something. I don't want to pigeonhole myself. So
We're going to immortalize it on a T-shirt
That's
and
fine.
hopefully a billboard.
that's fine. But I'm very weird about it. I don't want to.
We have another advertiser coming up soon who's going to be using a promotional code Pink Hat. We'll be talking about that next week.
Yeah. Hey, do you guys remember the story of Josh Shaw?
Yep.
The USC
USC player
cornerback.
saved his nephew from drowning.
Yeah, that was kind of what we heard. He's come out now and
Shay.
done a story
Right?
There he
Off
is.
the balcony?
off the balcony.
What a hero.
Yeah, superhero. He made himself too much of a hero that people went, nah, this doesn't even seem believable. He gave an interview to the LA Times and really talked about what really happened. It's kind of a bummer for him. Anyway,
Well, he was being accused of robbing an apartment, right?
well, or domestic abuse.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was back in August 23rd. It was the annual Salute to Troy barbecue on campus a week before the season opener. Sean went home to meet his girlfriend, this, what is her name? Chilton. What's her first name? Anyway, he's been dating this girl for like 7 years. And they start arguing. She runs out of the apartment.
How old is he?
That's a good point, man. He's in college.
Well, he's a senior, probably
21.
redshirted
22?
3.
Really?
Well,
Really? Say 22 at the most.
maybe, but obviously a high
Well,
school.
Wait a minute, no. Josh Shaw, or what was it?
Into the mic.
What was the name again? Was it
Yeah.
Josh Shaw?
Yep, Josh Shaw.
Did this happen? God, according to
Whatever.
35 on his Wikipedia, that can't be right.
No, he's not 35. Her name's Angela Chilton, by the way.
Not the right guy. There was 2 Josh Shaws.
Yeah, I imagine if you just Google Josh Shaw, you might come up with a few.
Yeah, might be a few.
Dude, he looked like a...
Into the mic.
I mean, it wasn't like the guy...
Into the
looked
mic.
up with- Okay, just a second, though. I was trying to find him again.
No, you're doing a show. Into the mic.
I know, but... I mean... Okay, never mind.
I'm
Forget
still
it.
not into the mic, but
No.
whatever. Yeah, you're right.
years.
Never mind.
The guy who
13
the guy who
years,
I'm
ladies and
thinking played, the guy who I was saying played for Michigan State, by the way.
Oh.
Jay, you should have known that right away.
Actually, I do remember that name.
Well, she runs out of the apartment, disappears down the hall. We just got into an argument like every couple does. Was it loud? Yes. Was it overly loud? I don't think so. We were not on good terms when she left. I thought she had somebody call the authorities. I was thinking the worst. I would never hit a woman, though. But if she did say anything, I'm a black man with dreadlocks, and with every country at the time, all that stuff in Ferguson, Missouri. In my mind, I'm going to leap from the balcony so authorities didn't see me. See, really? He thinks
Did
he's
the
going to
dates match up, by the way? Did Ferguson happen in August? Probably.
Yeah, I think it did. So he jumped from the balcony to a grassy area where he landed on his feet. He was wearing only flip-flops. Immediately felt the pain. He thought he shattered both legs. He said he crawled to Sunset.
This is an NFL prospect. Senior captain on USC.
Yes.
And he's jumping from a balcony.
22 years old. He was born in 92.
So 15? He's been with this girl since 15?
Yeah, it could be high school girlfriend.
Boring.
So he calls his brother, Justin, for help. And he was taken back to this guy's San Fernando Valley home. His brother carried him up the stairs. And then he says he was in excruciating pain, but he thought, how do I explain to my coaches that as a senior captain I just shattered both my legs? And so he said he called SC officials Sunday morning, but only after he had a plan. Foolproof,
absolutely.
I wanted to come up with something that they would say, Josh, if you got hurt, that's a good reason to get hurt.
Oh, God, jeez.
So he made himself out to be the biggest hero in the country.
Put himself on Good Morning America.
Yeah.
Just say you fell out, you fell down the stairs or something. I mean,
and this is where he went.
No, you're totally right. I mean, it's
like,
absurd.
why would you think
I saved my nephew from drowning?
Like, nobody's gonna look into that. They're just gonna let that go and go. Oh, nice job. That's it.
He said he came up with the story that he'd injured himself attempting to save his 7-year-old nephew from drowning in an apartment pool at a family function in Palmdale. He thought it was an airtight story.
What?
Airtight.
It's always airtight when you involve other people.
Yeah. He said, I didn't think it could be proved that story was not true.
Are you kidding me?
My sister Asia was having a party. My cousin does have a balcony over his pool. It involved only myself, my sister, 2 or 3 little kids, and my cousin.
Oh, yeah. That's it.
No problem, right?
You know how kids are. They always keep shit straight.
Sure.
Airtight.
He was confident the story would sail, so Sunday morning he relayed to SC officials who ordered him to visit a hospital for x-rays. He found out his legs weren't broken. That's when he began to regret his plan. I never wanted this deal to go viral at all. Well, you made yourself a humongous hero. That's like, you would think keep it on the down low. I mean, he could still be doing interviews if this actually happened. He first realized it might be a bigger deal Monday morning when he was approached by SC's longtime sports information director, Tim Tessalone, who said he told him he needed to get ahead of the story because he was seen in a wheelchair at Tuesday's practice. So I asked them twice if they could release the inquiry as an undisclosed injury. Both times the answer was no. Tessalone explained why Shaw's story would have been difficult to hide. We have our starting cornerback being carted around campus in a wheelchair. People would be seeing it. We knew it was a feel-good story, but we also knew it was a news story. So this guy then taped a 10-minute interview with Shaw in the training room while repeatedly questioning and giving him the chance to change this too-good-to-be-true tale. So the story was put on the school website about 3:30 on Monday. He said he asked for final approval of the story but said it was released before he could see it. I was still not thinking it was going to go viral, but I'm thinking it's messed up that I did not get to see it before it got printed. So he's mad at them.
Oh,
It wasn't the story, however, that made him realize what he'd done. That didn't happen until he drove to his apartment Monday night and watched his lie being replayed again and again and again on ESPN, that it truly became scary. I saw it on TV and I was like, boom, oh my gosh, wow, it's not true. What did I do? I didn't know what to do. So many thoughts went through my head. I wish my thought was, tell them now, it's not true. He kept the story going because he was overcome with fear, he says, scared of being branded a liar, scared of letting down all these people who are texting him with congratulations.
Let's back up to why he jumped out of the fucking apartment in the first place.
Yeah.
Really? He says he jumped out off a balcony because of what was going on in Ferguson and shit, and I've got dreadlocks and I'm a black guy. Dude.
Yeah, he got into a fight with his girlfriend.
She leaves, he says, and he thinks she calls the cops.
Well, cops pulled up. And he was like, oh, shit. With everything going on in Ferguson, I'm a black guy with dreadlocks.
So it looks better jumping off a balcony and, like, running from the scene?
Yeah, apparently. Okay. Yeah.
Doesn't make you look guilty.
No. Things got deeper Tuesday, just before Shaw was going to be wheeled out to meet the media at practice.
Oh.
Ouch. USC officials had started hearing stories from police and other sources about the incident Saturday, and they were asking him, including Coach Sarkisian was asking him directly, hey, is this bullshit or what? And he's like, no, Coach, it's all true. No,
spinning out of control.
Yeah.
Man.
Sark says, I'm going to take your word for it. I regret it greatly to lie to my head coach. At that point, Tessalone told Shaw the news conference was going to be postponed until this growing skepticism could be fully addressed. Shaw, however, stood by his story, even as he was peppered by questions from senior administrators, the senior associate athletic director, J.K. McKay. It gets harder and harder to keep up with the lie.
Can you imagine you have to keep embellishing, because the questions are coming like, well, how did you find him? Was he floating? Was he underwater? Oh, man, I just jumped in. I grabbed him by the shoulders. I pulled him out. I mean, you got to come up with all these details,
Yeah. Oh,
it's ridiculous.
The more detail it gets, the harder the lie gets. I mean, right?
Yeah.
God, lies. It really, for the most part, never works out when you lie. It's very rare.
Yeah.
I feel like.
He says his
I guess
biggest
Mike's
mistake.
okay with the lying.
It works.
He says
Works
his
for
biggest
me.
mistake was not calling his dad as soon as he hit the ground. Like his dad would have set him straight.
I don't know if that was.
Maybe not.
Maybe
his
jumping
biggest.
was number one.
And then Wednesday morning, after 3 days of deception, in a meeting with SC officials, Shaw finally told the truth. I said, JK, I want to be honest with you now. I fabricated this whole deal. JK looked at me and said, I know. He totally knew he was full of shit. So, yeah, he's still an NFL prospect, though, so he'll probably be all right. I don't know if he'll play this year again, because Coach said he could play again.
What ended up being his injury? I mean, he didn't break his
high
legs, right?
ankle sprains.
Okay.
Yeah, so he didn't break any bones. But
For a corner, though, that's serious shit.
that's big time. Yeah. Yeah. How high up was he? He must have been on a second floor at least, right? Was it a second floor balcony?
I don't know, man. I'm picturing like Cedar Village, I mean, you sort of drop off that, no problem.
Yeah.
Expect an athlete like that to be able to
Land that.
Yeah.
Stick that landing.
a
For sure.
6 foot drop.
Mm.
Oh well.
Yeah. Hey, did you hear about this woman who spent $35,000 on her lost dog?
What a dumbass.
How much would you spend on a lost pet?
Well, honestly, it's lost. I guess it got away.
Dogs and cats? Would you even look for it? I'm not even sure you'd look for it. I think you'd whistle out the door and, guess he's gone.
I spent, I guess I've never thought that through, but I have had friends who've had dogs with cancer and broken hips and stuff like that, and they've gone through great expense to try to keep these dogs healthy. And I'm not saying I wouldn't spend anything, but
no, you wouldn't spend anything.
No,
you wouldn't.
That's tough, man.
You do some looking though, right? I mean, you're gonna.
Sure, I'd look for him.
I mean,
even that's a gray area. I'm not so sure I believe that. I wish I had that app that tells when someone's lying, because I think if I put it on you
no,
right
when
now,
you're talking about bringing the wallet out though to pay for cancer treatments and stuff, no offense.
What is she paying for a lost dog? TV? Is she buying TV spots on the local media or
billboards?
She's hired psychics.
Oh,
are you serious?
on.
Yes.
Oh, that's just. I mean,
private investigators.
private.
I wouldn't do that for a child.
Yeah, see, let's switch roles here. You wouldn't do dick for a kid.
No, I'd rather find my dog than a child. I'm serious. The child should know better, and if it wandered away and did its own thing, it'd be like, all right, so be it. Bye-bye to you. I can make another one of you.
It's like when Deuce lost Sid Vicious.
The iguana.
Yeah, he had Sid on a tree limb as he was washing his car. And this thing's like 3.5 feet long at this point.
Yeah.
Really old, big
Sid
iguana.
Vicious.
He sits it on the limb and washes his car, goes to get Sid. Sid's gone. Guess he got away. Guess he wanted to leave.
Yeah.
Oh, well. See you, Sid.
Had
Good luck.
Sid was gone then, wasn't he?
Yeah, he never...
Totally gone. Cyrowick had one. I can't remember the name of it, but he lost it, and I think it came back like 2 weeks later.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I had a cat. My cat got out a few years ago, and that was
Tony?
Yeah, that was a huge bummer, dude. I walked around the neighborhood like
it's the only person you've ever told you loved.
Exactly.
That's right. Would you have gone to? Or your mom, anyways, gone to great expenses.
I wouldn't have paid psychics or private eyes.
Psychics is so ridiculous. These people that go to these psychics.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I can't believe police authorities will actually use psychics in lost and found cases. It's
insane.
So ridiculous.
No, I walked around though. I walked around the neighborhood with signs, and thank God Tony came back. I mean, he actually came back by himself.
I had a couple knucklehead buddies over in town from Arizona.
Actually, I almost
staying at my house, and they were up smoking weed, drinking beers at like 3 a.m, and I was crashed. Yeah, and I had to get up at 4 a.m. to go to Riff at the time, and they had the window open as they're smoking down in my kitchen, and Monster's like, "Hey, open window!" It leaps out the window. I wake up at like 4 a.m, shower. I'm like, "What? I thought those guys were staying here last night," and I go to leave, and I just hear these assholes down the street going, "Monster, come home!" They're screaming, "Monster, come home!" at 4 a.m, walking up and down my street.
Like a cat's gonna run up.
Dude,
Yeah.
Today when I let Steve in here,
Yeah.
he bring some stuff in and then went to get the pizza, and I realized I didn't close the door, and Monster was almost outside. I almost left.
I'd send you out there screaming, "Monster, come home!" Did you say pizza?
Yeah.
Where's this pizza you speak of?
I think we need to take a quick break.
I think so too. We should mention. Do you have the live read over there, Jay?
I do not.
Oh. We should mention our wonderful, wonderful sponsor. Thank you so much, Steve, by the way, for.
My pleasure.
Dude, it's huge. It's ballsy to come on board and be the first guy in with us. It means a lot. Swing your mic over there, will you?
Oh, yeah.
How you doing, man? Welcome.
Good, thanks.
Yeah. How's things going at Zot in the hottest sales staff in Oakland County? Is there a story behind that?
No.
Or you just hire hot chicks?
I just like to say it. I don't even know if it's true.
Oh.
People are going to have to come out and judge for themselves.
Yeah. How's it going out there?
Good, real good.
Really?
Yeah.
Remember, if
Come
you
visit
listen...
us.
What's that?
Come visit us.
Yeah, we will.
Have fun.
We should do a remote out there.
Yeah, play ping pong, foosball.
Yeah.
Bring some beer, pizza.
Yeah. You can do that at a dealership.
We do a lot of things there.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have fun.
You advertise with the Detroit Cast.
Yeah,
you
right,
must be out
you
there.
know, yeah, you guys are talking about, I won't say conservatively, so.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
not scared.
Yeah, that's good. Thank God. If you're in the market for a new car, make sure take a trip to Zot Ford. They can save you $500. Actually, they can just give you $500 on the trade.
Yeah, I was cracking up about the whole save thing because
Yeah.
it doesn't flow, but I thought it was funny, so I never bothered.
Well, you're still saving money in a sense.
No, you're getting money. You're
Yeah.
getting $500 on a trade-in.
So that's saving you money.
When you tell them the Detroit Cast sent you.
Big E from Detroit.
Big E from the Detroit Cast. Tell them Big E or Pink Hat or
Tell him
Holy.
Big E sent you.
It's just like we've had some people.
Have you had some people
Yeah,
come
we
by?
had some people in, and we had a guy that drove probably an hour and a half.
Wow.
You know, a listener, and he's like, I want to come out and give you guys a chance. And
That's
he's
great.
looking at a used car, yeah.
Nice.
We've had some phone calls. We've had some good action.
Good,
Yeah.
good. That's great to hear. I know these fans are super supportive. They've been, when we go anywhere or do anything, they've been unbelievably supportive, and
Right.
that's how this works. I mean, it's the only way it's going to work. It's hard for us to, at a radio station, you can kind of bury things in there, and oh yeah, with us, it's right there. Either it works for people or it doesn't, and so it's great to hear that people are getting responses, and that's very encouraging for us.
And what you guys are saying, they're saying back to me. We love the Detroit Cast, and you support them, so we want to support you. That's
huge.
That's what's supposed to happen.
That's all we can ask for.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're a let's see here, award-winning service department. Go see them for that. You can save 10% on your repairs too if you tell them that Big E from the Detroit Cast sent you. A fun, good-time dealer with the hottest sales staff in Oakland County. Zot Ford and Holly, just off of I-75, exit 98. All right, well, let's take a quick break so we can eat some food. I'm starving. And then we'll come back and we'll discuss a tiger on the loose, and then we'll get into some fun stuff. Do I sound gay?
You look more gay than you sound.
See, no, I'm saying we'll discuss that.
Okay.
There's a movie coming out. Do I sound gay? Don't answer that. We'll do it next on the Detroit Cast.
The Detroit Cast continues after this short break. The Detroit Cast continues now, bitches. Here's Mike and Jay.
Do a new one.
New one.
He chucked it under the couch.
Welcome back to the Detroit Cast. That will sit there for 10 years, by the way.
I'll pick it up.
As we get into the second half of a Friday edition of the show, and yeah, we cracked another smelling salt. You can smell it. You'll really smell it in a second.
No, that's just the cat piss in that corner. They smell the same. Ready, Steve?
So we make everybody that comes over try it.
He's chewing pizza too.
Yeah. We had a guy at the remote. I swear to God, I thought he was going to puke.
Yeah, that's right.
Remember that? Doesn't go good with anything. Make your eyes water.
Brian, I think. He was
it
over,
Brian?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was over in the corner and he hit it hard.
He did it a couple times and was just, I mean, he was literally
Yeah.
dry heaving.
Yeah.
It was
I
bad.
guess I've just gotten used to them.
Yeah, in a sense. Welcome back to the Detroit Cast with Mike and Jay. And we'll get into...
There he goes.
We'll get into some fun stuff in a second. We were talking about the lady who paid $35,000 to sleeps, and
So did she find it, the dog?
no. To wrap that story, there's all kinds of tips that are still coming in. Like, oh yeah, I saw your dog. It's a big dog. I think it's like a Rottweiler mix or something. And
He went chasing a deer, right? He took off after a deer.
took off after a deer, and yeah, its name is Havoc,
I could
which
see,
is wreaking.
yeah, I could see Izzy doing that.
Yeah, but
Couldn't you
Izzy
see
would
Izzy
come
just-
back though.
Yeah, come. Do.
She claims they've had accurate tips, but they say that she's convinced that this dog is spending its time in these two wooded areas, but they're like thousands of square miles.
Ugh.
So, yeah, I don't know. And then we've got French authorities who are telling residents to stay inside, pick up your kid from school and bring him home and don't go outside because there's a large cat, a tiger, that's been spotted just roaming about.
It's like the Milford Panther, right? E?
I don't really even remember.
You don't remember the Milford
I
Panther?
remember
Shit.
it, but I don't remember being.
Do you remember the lion that was on the loose in Detroit? And it
No.
wasn't really a lion. It was like a...
Oh, that crazy ass cat, that exotic cat.
Nope, it was a Labrador retriever that the owner had cut.
Oh yeah, I saw-
Shaved its with like
that
a
was
mane.
awesome.
That was hilarious. So it looked like this kind of young lion running around. Well, this thing is outside of Paris, and security forces are looking for it. The town is located near this big cat park, and they're like, no, it's not one of ours. Not one of our babies. We've got all of ours, and there's no way they could get out.
You sure? I mean, what are the chances?
I know. It looks badass, too. They got this kind of shitty picture of it sitting on top of a hill.
So it's definitely out. It's not one of these mythical things like the Milford
Yeah.
Panther. It's
Yeah.
out there.
It's out there.
You want a tiger.
I want a tiger so bad. Can anyone get me a baby tiger? I gotta raise him from the time he's a cub, because I'm not gonna have
suckle him.
No, I just don't want. I want him to grow up and be used to me, and then when he's huge,
Hell yeah.
like he knows who I am, and we're family at that point, so he doesn't bite my neck off. But you can't start him at 3 years old or something and then bring him into the mix and adopt him. Fuck that. I got to raise him from infancy
Right.
and bottle feed him so he knows who I am. Can someone out there get me a tiger?
Would Beth breastfeed him?
No. But he's got a good connection on breast milk, so we could hook him up.
No, Jay has a connection, not me.
No, I'd say you do. There he is, Jay. See?
Wow, man.
Can you imagine if that was roaming
Yeah, that's
around
like
in here?
50 yards away.
I'd have to name him Monster, too.
Mm,
Or Jonas. Jonas is kind of a good name for...
that was a good name.
Dude, I was 2, Jay, by the way, during the Milford Panther. Why would I have known
Okay.
about that?
You were what?
He was 2.
You were 2 when that happened?
1986.
But I feel like it went on for a number of years,
Oh, I
like
don't
3,
know.
4, 5 years.
I don't know.
Okay, you were still young.
Would you guys hate it if I got a tiger over here?
I
I'd be
would
okay
love it.
with it. It would
I'm for it. I
it
want
would
it.
concern me.
It would? At what size would it concern you?
Jonas's size.
Like when he's full on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's pubescent. A pubescent
We just have to make
tiger.
sure he's fed so he doesn't look at us like...
Yeah.
You don't ever want a tiger to get hungry. right?
You guys haven't seen the kid movie, The Wild. Ben Stiller was one of the voices. Chris Rock came out a couple years ago, but the whole deal was Ben Stiller was the lion, and he went lion at one point, you know. And
they do that.
Yeah,
should have fed him. You should have made him not hungry. That wouldn't have happened.
I just think, a baby would be awesome.
Yeah,
let's get a cub. That'd be fun.
Do you think he'd get along with Pants or Monster?
It'd break your heart, though. You'd have to give it away ultimately.
Why?
You'd have to give it away. You couldn't.
No way.
Dude, this place stinks as it is. You can't have a tiger living
I know,
in
can you imagine?
No,
Where's
watch
he
me. I want a tiger.
You know how much shit would eat? I mean,
yeah, well, all we got to do is have Zotford pay us a lot more money, and then we can feed our tiger.
Your
It's a house
tiger?
cat. Yes, my tiger. Our tiger. A Detroit cast tiger. Look at that. Oh, look at him.
he's beautiful.
Adorable. I want family photos with him.
It's
That'd
awesome.
be awesome.
Can you imagine? Look at those little ears. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Did you see that video we played the other day of the guys with the grown tiger? Wasn't it? I want to be those guys.
Yeah,
that could
see
be that could be us. Oh, look at him.
God, but even if he's just fucking around and those claws come out and he gets a little rough,
Nah.
He'll be fine.
Can we get him declawed? You declaw tiger?
what vet would do that? What self-respecting vet would do
Yeah,
that?
that's true. Oh, look at that guy.
Yeah, Jay, you don't want this?
Look at that.
See, that's right about when you got to start worrying, I think.
That's Jonas, right?
Yeah, that's Jonas. Beautiful beast.
Did you hear him?
Yeah. Yeah, you hear that growl? Holy shit. Dude, no.
That's awesome. Awesome. Look at him. When he yawns, he looks like he could take your head off.
Just the way he kind of saunters around. You know, you've seen that.
Oh,
at the zoo.
yay! Look at him. He's cuddling.
He's drinking beers. He's licking faces. Do they have cat tongues that are like
Oh,
sandpaper?
I'm sure, yeah. They do the same thing. They clean themselves like that, right?
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
This would be the hard part of the job, where you have to yell at him a little bit.
Oh, Jay.
Look at him.
That is unbelievable. Oh. Right there, dude. Oh, shit.
Nobody's got food to eat.
See, he wants food. You got to feed him.
Yeah, big steaks and shit.
You got to feed your tiger. And that's a lie. They lied to him too, because that guy's got pizza right there.
Honestly, you know how much it would cost to keep that thing going?
Be worth it.
So be worth it.
How much would it cost? $30 a day, steaks.
Steaks, as if he just ate steaks all day.
You don't even have to cook them.
Hey,
Bad cat.
Jonas.
You're yelling at Jonas.
So you're gonna spend like
You can do anything on his couch. It's fine.
He's like,
spend like $900 a month on food for
Worth
this
it.
thing.
Worth it.
I'm still remembering the time that Izzy barfed that big oatmeal cookie next to Eric. I can imagine the pile of shit that came out of that if it missed a little
Yeah,
bit.
we're just gonna go to the
You know.
bathroom. Exactly.
Yeah, we'll worry about that stuff later.
Mike-
Details.
You have to.
Sure, it's your house. Yeah, do it. Definitely. Do it here.
Exactly, Jay. Get on board. Who
Yeah.
cares? It's his
No,
house.
he's a team pet. You guys got to help out.
Oh, whoa. Never mind.
Can't him?
Yeah, I'm on board. That's cute, man.
He'd attacked E. He would fuck around and get attacked by my tiger, and then it'd be a problem. His mom would probably sue me. E, don't get bit by my tiger.
Anybody out there a badass who can get us a tiger? Seriously.
Yeah, any drug lords out there that have a tiger they want to unload, a cub?
It's got to be a cub.
It's got to be a baby. We got to start them young. That one of the tigers at the Detroit Zoo was from a drug lord.
Is that right?
Yeah, drug bust, and they this fucking dude had a tiger. It says it like on the description outside the cage. So that one of those tigers is from a drug bust. Yeah. Do I sound gay?
You look more gay than you sound.
Damn it!
It's the hair.
It's the hair.
Yeah, it's a little.
Your hair looks kind of gay too.
Yours is gayer than mine.
Nah, I don't know about that.
E, who's got gayer hair? Me or Mike?
Mike.
Told you.
Your hair is gayer than
I
anyone's.
don't care. You said between you and him.
Why is mine gayer than Jay's?
Kind of rocking the full hawk a little. It's up. It's kind of like it's.
It's not even done. I just
Jay's
haven't
is
had
not even
headphone
done.
hair.
Jay's
The
is very-
fact,
Jay's
the fact that he distinguishes between when it's done.
No,
and when it's not.
no.
Jay's is more kind of manly, more Ben Affleck, and yours a little more.
You think Jay's cute?
Mine's just kind of there.
Yeah.
Yours, you style yours.
Mine's lazy. I just haven't cut it.
Hey, dude, there's someone has. I didn't say you were gay. I just said it between the two. I said.
No, you
Surprises!
said specifically mine was gayer than Jay's. And
I'd agree with that.
I would argue that Jay's is gayer.
Well, of course you would, but
I would argue yours is gayest, but
I would agree with that.
all right, good. There's a new movie coming out this weekend. Actually, it premieres in New York at one of the film festivals this weekend called Do I Sound Gay?
And this kind of tackles an issue that we've raised before.
It does. And it's about whether or not gay guys sound gay. If there's any truth to that, this lispy S's and Z's.
Yeah.
And
Or is that just the myth?
Yeah. No, there's no myth. What is that?
I don't know, dude.
Seriously.
Right. Why does equating, wanting to mate with another male,
Is mate the right word?
well, become a mate with? Yeah, you can't mate with.
Yeah.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Why does wanting to have Congress with someone of the same sex
An AC/DC?
become this, effeminate kind of presentation? Where does that come from?
I don't know. They talked to Janet Boynes, a proponent of conversation therapy and former lesbian herself.
Hold on.
former.
If you want to be with another guy, why are you looking towards someone who acts effeminate?
That's
you know what I mean?
a good point.
Like if that's what you're attracted to, you're attracted to a dude.
Yeah.
More power to you.
So, well, that would
Why are-
almost make
why are-
sense if you're attracted to a man that maybe
Then-
you'd be the girl in the relationship.
Why there's
Well, why,
that
but
they're-
there's somebody reciprocating. So that dude
Yeah.
reciprocating, why is he attracted to that person who's acting effeminate? Because I thought the whole deal was you're attracted to a dude.
Yeah. Well, this guy, David Thorpe, and I wish I knew the answer to that. I don't know, but David Thorpe is a guy who's part of this.
I wish I knew the damn it, I wish I knew the
I
answer to
do,
that.
because it doesn't make sense to me that the gayer someone gets, the more lispy they sound and the more effeminate sounding they get.
Or they drop down like
Or they get all breathy, nasally. How about nasally gay bad?
You guys do pretty good gay voices.
You are, your hair is gorgeous, E. Seriously. Your glasses, E.
Hey, I can't talk gay, so I
You
guess you guys
are the sexiest
Actually, you
ball plug
can.
I've ever
Just go ahead.
seen.
Just go ahead and talk. Go. Say something. Anything.
No,
Go.
Hot topic.
No, shut up. I get it.
Dude,
I can't
20
talk
gram
gay.
reciprocal. Filmed.
That wasn't homo, though. That was for
What?
the-
What?
that
What? It was
Hill the die.
changing the reward.
No,
You
no,
put a
that's
dick in your
total
mouth.
homo.
You put
I'm
a
not
dick in your
changing
mouth
the
on
reward.
film.
I'm not changing the reward. I'm saying that wasn't because I was attracted to something. That
It was for the good of the show.
for the good of the show.
Still any less gay?
You don't
Yes,
see me doing
a
that.
lot
You don't
less
see Mike
gay.
doing that. Timko doing that.
It's less gay because I'm not into it.
Steve, dick in his mouth gay? Thank you.
Well,
from the sponsor.
It
We
was
can't-
for $20,000.
the sponsor
It was
said that.
for $20,000 for the show.
20 grand.
All right,
And they
so
get to film it
You're a
and,
gay
and
whore.
post it.
You're a gay whore. Good.
No, I haven't done it yet, so I'm not.
Yeah.
You want to be.
Operative word.
You want to be a gay whore.
I don't want to.
You
be,
wish
but
you
I
could be a
said
gay
if we
whore.
could have made money doing it, I would have. That's all.
Little known Detroit cast fact, even though our Kickstarter is long over, that offer still stands. Anybody at any point can pay 10 or 20 grand.
Well, you can pay one. You can pay one just to engage with him.
And yeah.
They have to,
10,
if you're,
10
they
will
have to-
reciprocate.
No, they have
20.
to give. Remember,
Right. One is
right.
giving. 1,000 is giving.
Yeah, you get to go down on you.
Yeah. And then 10, he's giving. 20, you get to film him giving.
Yes.
Just so we're clear.
Did you notice he said yes out loud to all three of those
Yes.
scenarios?
Affirmative.
That's right. That's exactly what it was. Film.
That's what it is. Going forward, forevermore.
Speaking of Kickstarter, did you guys know they had a video on their Kickstarter page for this movie? Kind of like you guys shot your own
Oh
video.
wow, yeah, they raised
Oh, do they?
That's what we
120,000.
got there if you guys want to see it.
Yeah,
That's the Kickstarter page.
Exactly. We'll play it in just a second because it's pretty good. It's got a lot of guys going.
Can't be
Do
as
I
good as
sound
our
gay?
video. Our video was sweet.
It's-
right, Mike.
Our video is definitely gayer than this video, but as good, I don't know if I'd say as good. We're definitely gayer as far as
Break down the
videos go.
fourth wall.
Exactly. They do break down the fourth wall. So this guy Thorpe, David Thorpe, is like, do I sound gay? Do I sound gay? And he hates his own voice, so he wants to change it. He's going to linguists and specialists.
Because that's just his natural voice, huh?
Right. It's just very,
Huh.
very natural.
Not learned at all.
Yeah. And so this guy, part of the film is him trying to rid himself of this
Of that bad
voice.
habit.
Yes. It's a bold. They say, "Oh, you want to watch it? You want to watch part of it right now, so you can guys get an idea."
Get a sense of it.
It'll be a beautiful day. This is me, David.
David?
David.
In my life, I'm
David.
surrounded by gay voices, including my own.
Yeah.
What do you mean I didn't like the sun? I love the sun. But sometimes I feel really self-conscious about sounding
Seriously?
gay.
Why?
I'm like, get me to the front of the line, I will kill you.
And there was this like magical tutu that popped out from like nowhere.
Is that what I sound like?
Yes.
I've been uncomfortable with the way that I've sounded for years.
Should be.
But it's like there's nothing I can do about it.
If I could sound more masculine, I definitely would. It's not a choice.
Don't believe
to
it.
sound gay.
I don't think I sound like a woman. I
Oh,
think
no,
I
you
sound
do.
like a very small man. like this.
Just a wee little man.
My voice now.
Yes!
When
Tim
I
Gunn.
first hear
Yes.
it,
Surprises!
quite frankly,
Surprises.
appalled.
I was appalled. Surprises.
A lot of gay men are self-conscious about sounding gay because we were persecuted for that when we were young.
Well, when I was in third grade, people started making fun of the way I talked, and that's when the bullying started.
And so we were changing my
Asshole.
voice, or trying to sound less gay just to survive high school.
Might want to lose a mustache too.
Growing up, I
Kitterman?
lived in constant fear of sounding gay.
But you don't have
I
to
do
sound
have people
gay.
who come to me to ask to sound less gay. You are a tongue thruster.
Sound so alone, no.
Stop it. You're going, stop it.
Okay.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Right.
Stop it.
You say continent. Perhaps you picked this up when you were young by listening more to women than to men.
For many gay men, that's the last vestige of internalized homophobia, is this hatred of how they sound.
Did you buy it?
No. Oh my, George Staccato. Oh my.
What's wrong with sounding like you are who you are? Sounding like a
That's the
gay
thing.
man.
They're expressing themselves.
Having
They're
a gay
identifying
voice.
themselves as
I
I am gay.
I agree. Do I sound gay?
And this is stereotypically how people have expressed themselves as this, and so I want to be identified as this.
Ready?
So I'm talking like
Hi,
this.
my name is David Thorpe. Do I sound gay?
Yeah.
Is the name of the Kickstarter campaign I'm here to talk to you about. We literally just finished our last shoot for Do I Sound Gay after 3 years.
You have a cat on your head.
I decided to make Do I Sound Gay because I didn't used to feel comfortable sounding gay. Now I do feel comfortable sounding gay. So I want to share with you how I got to this place.
I just
I met
put
so
an
many other
affectation
people
on
who
my
had
voice.
questions about their own voices, about the relationship of sexual orientation to voice. Why do some people sound gay and why do some people not sound gay? Gay people and non-gay people wanted to talk about our voices, our sexual orientation, homophobia, internalized homophobia.
A lot of times when I hear myself like in a video, I'm very self-conscious and I think, oh my god, I sound so gay.
And now we're finally turning our attention to post.
Stop it.
So we're going to do
Stop
our
it.
final edit. We're going to finally do our sound design and our sound mix.
Stop
We're going
it.
to do a digital intermediate so we can color correct the film and make it look beautiful. We're going to do graphics and animation. We have all these wonderful things that we need to do to finish Do I Sound Gay. Please join our Kickstarter campaign to finish Do I Sound Gay.
Stop saying finish.
So that we can all have a big conversation about being ourselves.
Being ourselves. I don't know if I believe you're being yourself.
I don't. Perhaps it's subconscious on some level that like early on you start to do this and then it becomes.
Is it like there's a seal that's broken and all of a sudden this comes out?
I know, dude.
I don't know. It just seems odd. But maybe it's like, God damn it! Who's been here 50 years and still you can't understand a word he says, really.
No, that's intentional.
You think so?
Yes. It's him going, God damn it.
She's a good woman.
No, he's decided, I'm not going to assimilate, fully.
But do you think people's voices change when they come out? Or is it they've always been like that?
I think perhaps they start talking like that before they even maybe understand what they are, but they do, they do feel that.
I would love to get gay guys calling in and let us know, like, or writing in and let us know.
I just don't
like,
understand
if you've always had that, because there are plenty of gay guys who don't talk like that.
Right.
And so it seems weird. Like it seems like you are trying to showcase like I'm here.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Like this is how the world identifies gay, and so this is me.
Yeah. It seems very follow-ish almost.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it seems odd that just because you like cock so much means that you have to talk like this guy. Stop it! Stop that!
And
what
again,
did that dude do?
Excuse me. What did that dude do?
What did that young gentleman do over there? What exactly did that young gentleman do?
Ooh, that gentleman's supine.
On the thoroughfare.
The public thoroughfare.
Thoroughfare. I've never even heard of a thoroughfare.
Thoroughfare, dude.
You nerd. Well, I kind of want to see this movie. Do I sound gay? Do I sound gay, Jay?
No, I go back to, I think the most curious thing is that, you're purportedly attracted to men.
You are.
As men. So how am I then attracted to this guy who's talking like this and acting effeminate? Isn't that contradictory?
It seems. It would seem. I think it's more a way to showcase, like, available, or I'm here, deal with it. I don't know. I mean, we have gay listeners, and the last time we had a remote, one of our fine gay listeners came up and was like, I love the way you guys talk about this shit. He's like, I'm queer as shit, and I love this show.
Yeah, he's written in a couple times.
Yeah, he'd be our gay consultant. We should call him.
Yeah, write in and tell us what that's all about if you can.
Yeah, because I think there are gay guys who get offended by that as well too. Some of them.
The stereotypical.
Yeah, because it is a stereotype. The stereotypes don't just invent themselves; they come from something.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. Whatever. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! That was so weird. Some guy teaching you how to say, no, you're going up. You're saying stop it.
No, I'm not.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
It's like those English guys I met, when I was over in Cambridge, and they're like acting like Americans. Hi, how you guys doing today?
Hey, cowboy.
Yeah. It's real exaggerated.
Yeah. What was what else would they say? Hi, cowboy, or they thought everybody over here was a cowboy.
Yeah, they thought we had cowboy hats and guns.
Well, it's kind of true. A sense.
A little bit.
So we were talking earlier about sperm donors.
Yeah.
What's your thought on sperm donors?
There's something wrong with that, man, in my mind. Honestly,
you mean going to the bank and jacking off and fathering a ton of kids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To me, that's sacred, dude. I mean, that's my seed, man.
Yeah, but you're making more of you.
Why is that a pussy? I just think there's something.
Sacred.
No, I think there's something wrong with like kind of.
You're helping people out so they maybe want a kid.
I don't know, dude. I mean, these guys that. Oh yeah, I've fucking thousands. It could be. I could have thousands of kids out there. I'm sure I do.
Yeah.
Isn't there something wrong with that?
I don't know.
It's just very unnatural to me. Like. The idea of giving blood or something like that is fine, but the idea of creating a life with your DNA.
People want it.
You've heard of natural insemination, right? otherwise known as banging your wife.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
There's a new thing online called natural insemination, where this guy, I mean, saint of a man,
Whoa.
is
around
offering
banging chicks.
for free to go and bang chicks and impregnate them.
Whoa,
The
hey.
turkey baster method is just so.
Hey,
Well,
I'd like to put myself on the record that I will offer the same service.
sure you'll get tons of takers.
If anyone wants me
This
to
guy.
I'll let
you
dude's
inseminate
sperm.
me.
Your kid will be half him.
for free. I'll do it for free as well.
Men, women.
Only women, because it's for children.
I don't know if you're gonna find too many takers, but good luck.
I'm just saying, I'll offer my services if people don't want to go to this weirdo.
Donors connect with
This
women
weirdo.
on the internet who
Someone
want to
wants an
become
alternative to a weirdo. I'm available.
who want to become mothers the natural way because the recipients believe having sex maximizes their potential for getting pregnant. So they think it's better than frozen stuff.
This dude come over.
Hell yes!
Just traveling the country.
That's awesome. I wish I would have thought about it first.
It's hilarious. This guy's got quite a racket going. Here's my favorite part, though. I'm not having intercourse with these women when there's no chance of pregnancy. Joe, a married man with 3 teenage daughters, or 3 teenage children, asked 2020, this is a 2020 story coming up, to hide his identity because his wife doesn't know.
Oh, shit.
He's got 30 chicks knocked up. He's fucked over 100 girls trying to inseminate them for pregnancy purposes.
Dude, I'm serious.
How much does he get paid?
Nothing. He does it for free.
Man.
Like I said,
Out of-
saint of a guy.
Out of kindness of his heart, Jay.
Yep. He's just helping. He's just trying to help.
He's doing God's work.
Literally.
Kinda.
When he's not working, he travels around the country to impregnate women from every walk of life. Sometimes Joe ships his sperm, but he often donates by having sex.
Would you guys do that? Honestly?
Yes. This guy's living the dream.
Hell yes.
He's married
honestly,
and he's
yes.
banging 100 girls. That's hilarious.
I would. Yes.
Timko wouldn't do it.
I would. I'd do it
After-
tomorrow if someone.
But married.
Yeah. You know what? Put marriage aside, though. Honestly, I just think it's.
Dude, you did this for free in college.
I know,
What's the
but
difference?
Like, what? You're too old now to do it?
No, to go
Oh, you're
around
struggling with
no,
it?
intentionally impregnating people is.
Yeah.
I would only do it assuming I had no liability. Down
I
the
was
line.
going to say
That's the thing,
that
dude.
there's no way to have no liability.
Yeah.
You can sign a contract with the mother, but that doesn't get the kid. The kid can come back
Right.
to you
Exactly.
at any point and go, no, Dad, you owe me. Like, what do you do if you have 50 kids show up and go, I want back child support? What do do? What do?
Yeah, that's the only thing. I wouldn't do it because of the contract situation, but if I could guarantee no liability, I would start.
Could you
tomorrow.
word a contract, lawyer, that would get me out of trouble?
No, like you said, you could have the mother agree.
But the kid?
No, the kid could get you. And dude, I just think beyond that, beyond the liability, I just think it's so freaking fundamentally morally wrong. I don't know. Can't put my finger. There's just some responsibility. Your kid out there, your seeds out there,
Yeah.
all over the place. It's just so
Giving life.
strange.
You're doing
to
a
me.
great thing. You're giving
Yeah.
life.
Add to the
Helping out.
population.
Tim goes with me.
After 7 years, he slept with over 100 women for natural insemination.
Perfect.
Unable to have as many children as I want in my relationship, so he says women had given 30 births. He said 30 children out of those 100. That's crazy. When asked how many children he expected to have over his lifetime, his answer was surprising. The World Health Organization said that he can have up to 2,500. Can you imagine having 2,500 kids out
It's
there?
just an
How do
egomaniac
people
or
get a
what?
hold of him exactly? Does he have a Facebook page?
He thinks
or
it'll be more in the 100 range. I don't know. Yeah, it's all done online.
Oh, we
So-
can't
it's all-
find him because he's
Is his motivation? Oh, I'm just helping people who want
Yeah.
to become pregnant. It's
Yep.
it's no ego involved.
He's
It's
banging chicks without. He's just barebacking, banging chicks and blowing loads in them.
Yeah, but
He's
that's like saying, dude, wouldn't it be sweet to be a gynecologist? You know?
I think it's different, man.
Sort of. I mean, I guess you don't know what.
Because you're actually having sex.
Can you imagine showing up and
fuck,
really?
Okay, but Jay,
Reason no one's knocked
maybe
her
I'll
up.
send you a sample instead.
Jay, it's different than a gynecologist because the gynecologist is never going to get pleasure out of this. You're going to essentially get pleasure.
Sometimes he is. Maybe.
When?
Where's the veg specs?
Yeah.
I'll show you.
When is
how.
that rarity when a hot chick comes in.
Okay, but this guy's going to
Usually they're coming in with an
Yeah,
issue.
you got to remember, Mike gets pleasure without getting off.
That's
so
true.
this is all. It's all relative.
It's not. It's just not a hill to die.
Yeah, I guess
you get it 4 or 5 times a day. Sometimes you run a little low on fluids. That's all I'm saying.
You're right.
That's all I'm saying.
I guess the Mike, you're right. Just doing this would be good enough.
He's a weird one, huh?
If it was the 4th, 5th time of the day, maybe.
You know, it's funny.
That's all I'm saying.
Talk about gynecologists. I'd like to see Eric administer a pap smear. See if he even know what to do.
No, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't know what to do.
I don't want to know what to do, to be honest with you.
Just smear the pap.
I don't know.
Grab
I
the
don't
pap
wanna
and
know.
smear that fucker.
Ugh.
The only time I want to see that thing is when I'm.
Are you clear on where the bean is though now? Because that's important. If anything comes out of this little project we have here, that you learn where the bean is.
You got a quiz coming up too, Eric. You got to study.
Where? Just give me a general range.
not
Where's the
gonna do
bean?
this.
Come
I'm
on,
not
just
gonna
give me
do
a
this.
range.
I don't know.
You can describe it for me.
I've
Just,
drawn it twice for you.
here,
No, it's not.
come on.
I'm not gonna cave into this. Cave into this. What do you call it? Peer pressure.
I didn't realize how helpful you guys were.
Yeah. We try to help him when we can.
No, this is
You
important.
know where the bean is.
We're
E.
trying to help his future.
There's always an
victims.
educational portion of the show, Steve. There's
All
always
right.
an educational segment.
Where's the bean?
Where's the beef?
You just pointed to the mons pubis.
It was upside
He
down,
pointed
but it had-
generally toward the clitoral hood.
He did. He also.
I don't even care.
You pointed it more so to the pubic region.
Well, whatever.
The prepuce of the clitoris.
I don't even care.
The glands.
I love that when he picked it up the first time and went, "What is this?" He pointed out all the pubic hair. What is this?
Mike's like, oh, it was drawn in the 70s.
So
What's
anyway,
this, E? What's that?
is it some sort of menorah, majora?
What is that?
Is it a fallopian
Is that
tube?
the asshole?
What did
He's
you
getting
point to?
good. He's getting good. He's got the general
The
framework here.
Anal.
What do you call the part between the two?
Betwixt.
I don't know.
Betwixt the anal canal and the vaginal canal.
I don't know.
Come on, man.
Come on, dude.
I don't
Come on, E.
You can do it. It's slang. You know this. We're not asking for anything
I feel like I'm
clinical.
thinking about it. I don't know.
Starts with a T.
Ends with a T.
Oh, taint.
There you go.
So this guy, Kyle Gordy, is another donor doing God's work. He offers his sperm for free to women who want a baby. What a gentleman. Free sperm? Any takers?
It's so wrong.
I don't do any drugs. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't drink caffeine. Wow, you sound like a riot.
Oh, what a
I
boring
eat only sperm-friendly food.
Oh, come on.
Do you know what sperm-friendly food is?
What?
No.
Wheat, brown rice, fruit, and veggies.
What does this guy do for like his whole rest of his life? You know, he doesn't drink, smoke. He eats all his stuff is to have good sperm. I mean, who cares?
Is this you, Jay? Are you the secret donor?
That's so wrong.
Now that's
Are you a secret
stupid.
donor? This does sound like you.
This
I don't
second
do
guy
any
is
drugs. I don't
stupid.
smoke. I don't drink. Well, you drink a little.
He just drank right now.
But you love sperm-friendly foods. You even know you love sperm-friendly foods.
Well, he does.
You guys are Olympic
Dude,
swimmers.
I've got 3 kids, man.
Good work.
It's no accident.
How many times did it go-arounds did it take you to get to 3? Never mind.
Oh, he let me off. I was about to answer.
I thought you were gonna punch me.
Oh.
And well, go ahead. I'll let you answer. So,
No, we're both pretty fertile. We didn't have much trouble.
Really?
We were blessed in that regard.
very nice. Some would say cursed, but whatever.
No, you
Right.
just you have that period of where you're just like, you have no idea, so you're just
That's the
banging
key
away.
to
like,
period.
You're banging away 3 days, 3 times a day for however long.
Did you
Oh,
come-
so maybe you
and
run a
came
little on
every
fluid
time?
sometimes.
Finish every time, I'm assuming.
I mean, if you start getting it 3, 4, 5 times a day, I mean, you might run a little on fluids. Not the end of the world. Nothing to be ashamed of.
Fuck, dude. It's a hill to die on.
Not a hill to die on. On this guy's online advertisement to be a sperm donor, Gordy posted photos of himself as a child and as an adult, information about himself, including his hair color and IQ. While he doesn't get paid for donating his sperm, he said his purpose is not about sex, but about creating new life. No, don't be fooled, ladies. This guy is enjoying the fact that he's banging 1,000 girls.
Yes,
Yeah.
he is.
Period.
Of course he is.
Anybody can jack off into a cup and donate the sperm. You can fertile the world. I'm passing on my legacy and giving these people kids. Gordy's first jail. Yeah, he's all proud of the fact that
As if his legacy.
That's him right there.
That's him.
Oh god.
Oh, would you want
It's gonna
that
be like
guy?
1,000 people looking like that. Dude.
Ugh.
That stupid hat.
They've got this woman, Serena. She's 44 years old. She's looking for a dude. She doesn't care to have a guy, but she's looking for a guy to bang her. And so this guy's like, "Oh, I'm your guy. I'll bang you." And so they point out that Serena was unable to afford the fees at the sperm clinic. Sounds like it's perfect for her to have a child, right?
Good, right. Good
So-
timing.
Kind of like
for a kid.
Octomom, right?
Yeah, exactly. So what do you think those fees were? Probably $20,000, $50,000. I mean, obviously she's not going to have a kid if she can't afford it. No, a vial of sperm costs about $700.
Well, no,
She couldn't
but
afford $700, so she's taking a free load from this dude so she can have a child.
No, but the artificial insemination is actually very expensive, right? Like, you don't just take a vial of sperm and shove it up your pussy, right?
A vial of sperm costs about $700.
Well, that's my point, though.
I knew that was going to be a great phrase when he. You don't just. I'm like, come on, E. Bring it, E.
I'm just saying, though, right? I'm not wrong. You don't just take the. You don't. It's not just.
No, you
$700.
grab the turkey baster out of the drawer.
No, that
Absolutely.
wouldn't work, would it?
Yes.
No, that why? No, you go to. That is that really
turkey
do?
baster.
Yeah.
They really do that.
Penis turkey baster? I mean, do you think there's some special process when Jay put it in there?
How's it any different from how a dick works? It blows
Yeah.
a load just like a
I know,
turkey
but it just
baster.
seems like. So you could go to the sperm bank, just get it, and shoot it in there.
It's kind of the process. So this chick was all in because Gordy was free. She could go to any bar any night of the week and
dude.
get free
I said
dick.
she
I mean,
couldn't get. Yeah.
come on.
You're right. She could walk into any bar and get free dick.
I know. I'd read a couple books that talked about fresh semen being a lot more effective than frozen. So that's what she's leaning on. I don't know.
This is so wrong, man. Something's so wrong with that.
I think these guys are playing these women.
Totally, it's a total racket.
It is.
It's an angle, you know.
Yeah.
That dude figured out his angle.
He figured out a way to get laid all the time and act like he's doing God's work.
And he doesn't have to use a
Helping the-
condom. He gets a finish inside. I mean.
Yeah. Oh my God. Douchebag.
Are those
Hey,
two different kids right there? Like those are just two of the 1,000?
No, that's him as a kid.
Oh, against one of the kids he sired?
No, I think that's just him.
No, that's just two pictures of him.
The fuck, they have two pictures of him, like the same age. One of them's got to be one of his kids.
I don't think so. It looks like the same kid to me.
On his profile, Kyle presented him as he looked like as a child. Outlines his education. Yeah, I think that's just him as a kid.
Yeah. This is what your baby would look like from my seed.
Okay.
Kind of looks like me.
Pat?
Uh-oh. Hey, when we were talking about do I sound gay?
Yes.
Do I sound gay? I found this video, and I didn't know how easy it was to cure gay. So if you don't want to talk like this guy, it's very easy to fix. You just have to go to your closest church. I guess they can knock that right out of you.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And this one popped up on World Star Hip Hop, great site. And you want to hit play on that one? Video up there?
Yes, that one's
It's pretty good. This poor guy went in there with a problem, got himself fixed.
Religion's the answer.
That's right.
He's delivering you now. Whatever it is you need God to do, He just told you it's done right now. What did you come here for? What did you come down here for?
You're missing the majesty.
To get delivered more. Get delivered. Do you believe that the Lord tonight has set you free? Yes, sir.
It's your Lord.
Turn around and tell those people. I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. I don't like men no more.
This is not real.
I like women.
No way.
Yes.
Women. I like women.
No way.
Not gay.
I would not date a man. I would not carry a purse. I would not put on makeup. I will love a woman.
A woman.
Oh, women.
Now dance. Get your dance on, man.
Listen, y'all praise God with him. Hold on.
Dude,
wait
this is
a
a
minute.
Key and Peele.
Hold just 1 minute.
For
Now,
sure.
either you gonna believe this stuff, or you
He
gonna
almost
stop
said shit.
preaching it.
He almost said
If you
shit.
can't praise God with him, you're an unbeliever.
Yeah, unbeliever.
Somebody believe God with him.
Now get your dance on, son.
He's cured.
We don't just preach condemnation. We preach reconciliation. Hallelujah.
Look at him go, man.
No more dicks for me.
You didn't know we meant that.
It's a joyful dance.
And he's sitting there surrounded by dicks with
I know.
his dance, doing a gay dance.
Look at that old man in the middle there. He is not impressed.
Yeah, you're right.
He's like, what did that dude say?
Because I
What
got a
dude
problem
do?
here. I got a problem. I got to get out of here because I got to get up early too and put that long robe on.
Yeah.
I got a problem though. It still looks like he's alone. And whether you know it or not, the devil ain't gonna leave him alone. I wish I had some shown-up believers that'll come down here and dance with him and tell him you can do it in the name of Jesus.
Put some women up there, man.
Put that dick down. Look at all these dudes.
Bullshit.
What are you
No
talking
way.
about?
No way.
Happening in churches. It's happening in churches.
Look at him go.
He's cured, Jay.
These guys are no different than you. You guys all believe the same
camera
thing.
cuts.
You guys all believe the same stuff.
That's
your God that delivered the dick from him. Got him a woman. Got him a women's.
The Lord says, there was about 50 others of you that needed some kind of deliverance.
Yeah.
But you were afraid that you were going to be labeled. Now, since we don't know what's going on, I tell you to run down here and say, do it for me, Jesus. Hurry up! All right.
Dude, I want to go to this church. Fast forward, I think the dude comes back on at some point.
Deliver. Bring him back here.
Oh.
Bring him back here.
You
Turn
kid,
around
man.
to me. Young man, you can live for God. Okay? You've been set free. Satan, the devil, is a lie. Okay? We love you, son. You understand that? We love you. You can live for God.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid. You
Anyway.
trust God.
Isn't that awesome?
That was awesome.
It's not gay no more. I didn't know it was so easy to be ungay. That's great.
Yeah.
Hey, did you guys see that video going around too of the there's a couple videos going around. One of a guy cheating. Well, she's cheating, and this dude's like sends his buddy out with to spy on her. Knows what bar she's going to, and he walks up, and it's pretty funny.
Well, the way they pitch this, it's like the best man from the wedding or something. They try to make it, because you know that big urban legend where the best man stands up and everybody reach underneath your seats, and there's a picture of,
Yeah,
they're trying to play off that, I think, a little bit. But
is that one not coming up yet, Timko? Is it there?
Which one?
We could do the other one first. Yeah. You didn't pull that one up?
I thought you said you already had it, I guess.
Oh, okay.
That's
Never
my
mind.
bad. That's my bad, dude. I thought you said you already had it up there. I didn't.
We didn't talk about the 8-ball jacket wearer.
No.
That slapped a chick. Did you see that? The video, he's on a subway. He's like 6'6", and this chick is all over him. She takes off a shoe and hits him with it, and he finally goes off. They've dropped all charges against him.
Wow. I
Yeah.
haven't seen an 8-ball jacket wearer in a long time.
No, since the 90s, which is what her argument is here. Like, you dated motherfucker.
Nigga, like, what is you talking about? Like, nigga,
Hey.
fuck up. You mean, like, what is you talking about? Stay over there. Yeah! She's not speaking for you. You got a bum-ass 8-ball jacket that came out in 1990. Bro!
He's just standing there.
Yeah.
That's this one.
See the boot in her hand?
Yeah. Stiletto heel. She's like a 5'5" chick.
Yeah, he's 6'6", former basketball player.
Thanks, Eric. I didn't control the internet.
nigga. Like, fuck is you talking about? Like, nigga.
Hey.
I'm gonna get you fucked up. You mean, like, fuck is you talking about? Stay over there. Yeah. She's not speaking for you. You got a bum ass A-boy jacket that came out in 1990. Bro. Bro, that's
He's just staring at her. Doesn't look like he said a word to her.
No.
Get your money up.
He's laughing.
I'm done. I'm just done. Get your money up. All right? Done. All right? You want no shoes like I don't want to Steve Adams on. I don't think
Now nobody wants Steve Adams no more.
What the fuck you stuck that? You match your What is you talking about?
Damn, you petty as hell. You can't even afford this now. Nobody watching you. What you doing that for?
He keeps knocking the camera.
Yeah.
I don't know when you get mad.
You sound stupid.
Fucking dirty, bitch. Damn.
You know me?
Oh. All hell is broken loose.
He's beating her ass.
He's beating on a guy right now, I think as soon as he slapped her, a guy stepped in. And he just went raw on him.
Oh, shit! Oh, my God!
All the while, you're on a subway.
Yeah. Just cruising down the road on a subway. He smacked the shit out of her.
Yeah.
He claims he's never hit a woman before, never slapped a bitch before.
Well, she clobbered him with that stiletto heel, right?
Yeah.
In the back of the head.
Are we getting to the point where ladies understand it's probably not a good idea to go punching dudes?
Well, that's that classic chick that you've talked about, you know, in his face.
Yeah.
You know, just taunting him and
running her fucking mouth.
Yeah.
And thinking at no point is it possible to be smacked by a guy until you get smacked by a guy. Deservedly so. All charges dropped. They said he's defending himself. She took a swing at him first. Would you? What would it take for you to fucking haul off and smack a bitch like that on a subway?
Dude, we've talked about this. I would not be hitting that chick. Honestly,
she's put a stiletto upside your head a few times.
I would remove myself from the situation. I don't know.
You're on a moving train. You can't remove yourself. You're stuck. They've locked the doors. It's you and that animal, and she's hitting you with a stiletto and calling you a punk for your stupid
you
jacket.
gotta defend yourself. I mean, you can't let it.
Oh, so you would hit her?
Well, you can't
nice,
let her
Jay.
freaking
Jesus.
kill you.
Real nice. I didn't know. I think it would be that easy
I
to get you to
think
hit a bitch.
we covered
but
this
whatever.
about 2 months ago. Okay, I stand by that. Jeez.
I would have hit her way before you would.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't think there's anything wrong with what that dude did. And I've never laid a hand on a girl. Well, I've laid a hand on her, but not in a threatening or mean way.
There's nothing wrong with
What that dude did? What dude did?
Here,
What that dude do?
I think I got the video of the bar. The bar one. Did you want to still watch it? It's like 42 seconds. That's it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Did you want to watch it or no?
Sure.
Okay.
This is the
Cheater.
wife being the cheater wife.
Yeah. Cheating wife was exposed after she was caught on camera by her husband's best man. The footage shows the married woman locked in a tight embrace with a man in a bar. The wife is Nina, seen remove herself from the man's arms and hanging her head. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. What happened?
No, I got it. I just realized off my computer it probably wouldn't be as loud. So I got James gonna find it, but it's gonna be a little. Well, no, I emailed it.
Damn it!
Don't put your head. Dude, that's all I could do. I emailed the link to Jay. I mean, it's not gonna be as loud on my computer.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's probably some. Oh,
Talk amongst yourselves.
You know, it was pretty brisk today, wouldn't you say?
Brisk.
It was brisk.
I ran
some
in,
flurries.
I ran in the snow and it was snowing and.
You better be training, because you know who else is training?
Yeah. I know.
He's coming
I did
for
a
you.
Plank yesterday with.
Adam's coming for you. Yeah, you did a plank. Gab made you plank. Got to strengthen that core, man.
I know. Yeah, I was not very good.
I didn't know you did aerobics over at Jay's.
I did. Well, not Jay's, at
Sarah's.
Sarah's.
Would you have remembered her name? The woman whose breast milk you drank?
I could only hold it for 30 seconds, though.
Oh, you are a weak son of a bitch.
I know.
Got to work on that. That'll help you
core.
tremendously.
Core, I'm weak.
So you ran out in that brisk weather we're having?
It half snowed and then stopped in the middle. So, What are you gonna do? I mean.
Is it not loading?
It's not loading the video yet. This is it, but yeah.
That's okay. It's
I know.
It's really anticlimactic, anyways.
I
The
know.
video's
I
not.
realize now that. Yeah.
Can we blame E for this entire mishap? This whole segment that's gone awry?
We can.
Well, the buffering is my fault, and I thought you already had this video up to
no.
so.
You're
I
the
found all the
producer.
videos that I asked for. That's fine.
What's that?
He's got cookies.
We got cookies
all right.
yesterday.
I want cookies
With
for
the
dessert.
milk?
Yeah.
Cookies and milk.
Ugh.
Still can't believe you did that, E. I mean, what if she had a communicable disease?
Just I'm hoping that the friend that you know.
I
would not-
failed to mention
Oh boy.
the whole hepatitis problem. Well, you know.
Well, I guess live and learn.
YOLO.
YOLO. You only go around once, Jay.
Here we go.
How you guys doing? Nina, what's going on here? Tell me what's going on.
State of undress?
That's not your husband, right?
No.
You don't look. I don't blame you. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. I'm James. I was the best man. This is Nina. This is my best friend's wife. So are you the bartender? Okay. That's excellent. Well, you guys have a good night.
Oh, what a bitch.
Good night.
How pissed would you be? Would you want to know? Would you want to send your buddy out
Yes.
there to film that? I guess he
Yeah, dude.
to follow her and see up to, having heard which bar she was going to that night. Sadly, his fears were confirmed after finding out the husband went home, took the car, took her ring, and told her she had until the end of the day to move out.
Yeah.
Threw her ass out.
No, see, I've said this before though, dude. For me, and I know I've not been married, so I get it. So I know but honestly, I just am so where I wouldn't want the person to give them anything. Like I would do it. I mean, I would say, yeah, okay. She'd get home and I'd just say, yeah, here's your stuff, bye, and that would be it. I would the concept of yelling or the concept of these guys, you know what I mean? The rage. I wouldn't want to give them that. It would just be very much more just okay.
Yeah, but you don't have feelings.
No, I do. But, well,
Not really.
Not really.
How many times have you told your mom you loved her in your life? Not like this year,
Technically,
this
I'm
week.
sure I have. I had to set that back. I'm sure I probably did when I was young and stupid.
Have you ever told a girlfriend you loved them?
No. I only had the one. Did not tell her that.
Besides your cat, Tony, how many times have you said to another human being, I love you? That you can remember.
In a real feelings or like...
Yes, in real feelings.
Like,
That's usually when
yeah.
people use that term.
No, you know what I mean, though. There's guys where like, oh, your buddy gets tickets to a game, and you're like, oh, he surprises you. You're like, oh, I love you, dude.
No. I mean, like, genuinely showing love for someone in your life.
Man, dude, not many, dude.
What about Chubbs?
Fuck you, Jay.
You love Chubbs?
No, I love him as a friend.
You love Chubbs. You
Just
just
a
said.
buddy.
Talk about him a lot, and he's been around a long time.
Yeah, since sophomore year of high school.
He made your diary.
Many
several
times. Yeah. Yep.
Well,
I'm
you
going
hang out
over
a lot.
to Chubbs' house. Watching a game with Chubbs.
We just went bowling last Sunday.
Circle jerking with Chubbs.
No, we never circle jerk.
Made out with Chubbs last
No,
night.
that was never.
Chubbs
never.
is sucking my micro penis. I love Chubbs.
I do not have a micro penis. I was very, very adamant about that yesterday. It is not a micro penis.
All right. By your definition, Jay's micro
Well, sir, what would you do though, Jay, with this
extensions.
About what?
the video?
Never happened, so.
No, whoa.
What about
hey.
Carol?
God.
What if things get serious with Carol?
Yeah. And Carol pulls something like that? Carol's out.
Carol's gone. Yeah. I want to know, when was the last time you told someone you loved them?
I don't know that.
This is an assignment now.
I
Tell
don't.
Nana. Nana's easy again because she's.
Nana would have a heart attack if E just walked in for the first time in his life and said, Nana, I love you.
She probably
She's
cowers
like,
when he
keel
comes
over
in, like grabs the remote and tries to throw it next to her
Mine, you
bosom.
son of a bitch.
She throws it in betwixt her bosoms, so as to hide it.
Yeah,
'Cause she knows what he's coming for.
He needs to do a selfie video to prove it, though, because he'll say that he did.
Yeah,
You know, just
selfie with Nana,
video.
giving her a kiss on
I
her
don't-
cheek.
I don't know. Like I told you, I'm
Does she
sure
have like
when I
that
was
fluorescent
7,
orange lipstick, like the ladies down in
I don't know what
Florida
you're
have?
talking about. No, I don't know. I don't
No?
know.
Does she wear a muumuu?
No, she wears clothes that are You know,
She
put
was
it-
fitting.
someone else.
Polyester.
No, she doesn't.
Lots of
stole her,
polyester.
you stole
Yep.
a purple blouse.
Yeah.
I don't know whose that was.
Yeah.
All right. Do we have some emails? Since you're not going to tell me when the last time you told
I told
someone
you I don't
loved them.
know. I don't remember. I don't know that I ever. I mean, I think that I probably did when you're like 5 and 6 and you're a little kid.
That doesn't
I probably
count
was
though.
like,
That you remember.
Yeah, I
That
don't
you go
remember.
Like, yeah, I
ever-
remember in 7th grade, my dad bought me a car, and I told him I loved him.
I don't ever remember saying it to anybody.
That's remarkable. Think about that, people. He's never told a person, "I love you." I love you, E.
I love you, big guy.
I hope you guys are just being like in friendlies or.
No, we want to sleep with you.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I love you in a romantic way. Nate writes in, did Walters really just say he weighs 180 pounds and nobody questioned him on it?
I thought it was a little suspicious.
You know what? I don't. I think he probably weighs about 180.
Yeah.
How tall are you?
He's short. I mean,
how tall are you?
5'10", 5'9", 185 probably. I'm probably
I
up
wanna
5
see.
pounds.
I don't.
I'll go stay up on the scale for you, you son of a bitch. How much do you weigh? 180?
I said 180.
The camera adds 10 pounds too. You sons of bitches. Stop staring at
plus
me.
it's glandular.
It's glandular.
He's got the disease.
He said if I had a podcast, I would bet said podcast that he is much heavier than 180. I really
well, you don't
think
have
he
a
is.
podcast, so.
He may have weighed 180 when he was younger, but I would guess that a year and a half of stuffing his face whilst living like a hermit in his house has caused his weight to spill over 2 bills. No way.
Oh,
no way. Prove me wrong. Get his supple ass on a scale on air.
On air.
Goodbye.
That's funny.
No, I'm with you. I don't think you're much more than 180. All right. This is from Brian, and the subject line is the time I almost pissed on a baby.
What?
What's up, fuckfaces? Fuckfaces.
Fuckfaces,
To
yes.
you, Brian. Along the lines of peeing on things, this happened to me. What's?
By the way,
Oh,
my
because-
sister said she called Eid Fook Fase today. He woke her up at like 5 in the morning.
Oh,
She's
you
like, you
nuts.
Fook Fase.
That's right. We were talking about E peeing on the floor. He cleaned it up with the hand towel
With
that everybody then used.
No.
Yeah.
With the
Hand
paper
towel that
towel.
everybody used.
Paper,
There's
toilet
no paper towel in there.
Toilet paper.
Along the lines of peeing on things, this happened to me last night. After taking my family to Buffalo Wild Wings for kids' night, having a few beers, and then returning home only with my 10-month-old, I had to piss like a racehorse. I get my girl in the house, out of her car seat, then bolt for the pisser. Because of the urgency of the situation, I neglect to close the bathroom door and start pissing. As I look down to ensure target and trajectory, 2 little hands appear on the front of the toilet. So imagine this. You're pissing, left-handed, of course.
Yeah.
And underneath you, you just see 2 little hands at the base of the toilet.
That's happened with my cat before.
My
Jumped
girl-
up on the toilet while I was pissing.
My girl must have been right behind me and has used the toilet to pull herself to standing position between my legs and under the arcing pee stream. So now piss is starting to fly because she starts reaching for the pee stream, the water, and where the piss is hitting the water. And I'm using my free hand to
Punch her in
keep
the
her
head.
from all those things while still trying to finish the piss. Finally, I bite the bullet and force the stream to stop.
Ooh.
Have you ever done that?
I have. Not easy.
Sucks.
I feel like I've never done that.
It's hard, but you can do it, but it sucks.
Yeah. He says, well, mostly to a stop. He grabs his girl out of the way, closes the door, and finishes his business. In the end, there was piss pretty much everywhere on the floor, the wall, all over the toilet, on my pants when I reholstered halfway. Only the baby seemed to get away unscathed, except her hands, which would have been amputated had her mother had any idea what happened. He said, by the way, her name's Gabrielle, and I call her Gab out of deference to Jay. I'm not referring to this incident as the time I almost pissed on Gab.
Very
Well,
nice.
he kind of is because he just said it. Yeah. I like when people say they're not going to say it, but they really just said it.
Now, this is the same dude who emailed the other day with this whole scenario on how he's gonna like hit on Gab and steal her from me.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be weird for him. That'd because if
Scenario.
he did do it, he'd be saying his daughter's name while he was having sex.
Yeah, that would be. Dude, shut up.
Oh, come on.
Jeff writes in, Tang is still sold, but it is different now. And so is Tab, but not in the U.S. Remember we talked briefly about Tang and,
I was
and
gonna say, I
Velcro
thought
having come from NASA. Really the only 2 things that have come out of the space project.
Yeah.
Tab is a Coke product.
Tab
It is a Coke product.
Tab's a Coke product that's
Yeah.
off the market, I think Timko said, because of that aspartame or something.
The sodium saccharin.
Okay, sodium saccharin. It was nasty anyway. God, it just sort of had this.
I don't know if I ever drank Tab.
Yeah, it was in a pink. Right, it had a pink label, just big Tab. Real. There it is. Real 70s looking.
Yep.
Ugh.
Coca-Cola.
It's gross. And then Jeff continues in only a way that Jeff can do. There is this thing that is part of the internet called the World Wide Web. You should try it sometime. Maybe you could train Big E on how to use it.
Oh, in other words, when we were trying to figure out where Tab was from, and
yeah, Big E, a little quicker on the trigger, sir. Huh?
What?
Next time?
He's not
even listening.
No, he checked out a while ago.
He's like, this is Jay's part of the show. I don't have to listen. I can play with badge specs and check Facebook.
It's true. Once we get into like, you got any good email? That's just time to kind of start.
You're done.
You're such a fukfase.
It's like the cool down of a workout. You kind of just start cooling down.
Just hang up the headphones and call it a day. You just walk out.
Someone actually called him out one day. They were watching YouTube and they're like, oh my God, he got up with like 4 minutes left and just, you can tell he turns it off. He turns over to his Facebook, starts typing on it. He took his headphones off. He got up and walked away.
Yeah.
Before.
No, if that was the one, that's probably the one that ended in White Lion, though.
No.
No.
Which is bullshit. You guys walking out on my White Lion
I have never
concert,
walked out
for the
of
record.
I've never walked out of a show here. Actually walked
Like it's
out.
a Friday
before the-
show. We might have to close it down with some.
No.
Not feeling it.
No, I'm not feeling it.
A-Dub writes in, hi Jay, great show as usual. However, what do we call that stupid little spacecraft that landed yesterday or bounced?
Philae.
The Philae, yeah. Great show as usual. However, Philae did land. God damn it!
Yes.
Yesterday, at the time of taping, it was reported that it had bounced.
It
and
landed twice,
and they weren't sure if it had landed. Well,
and you were right that the
that
hooks
it means
that came,
nothing and it's stupid and
No,
Right.
you weren't right about that
irrelevant.
at all. But
I think I am.
the hooks that came out were supposed to grab on,
And it didn't. So this
No,
thing is
didn't work.
precariously perched on this comet as it's hurling through space
at 41,000 miles an
Yeah,
hour.
I'm sure it'll stay. No problem. A-Dub continues and laugh off this nerdy comet stuff now, but I'm sure you won't be poo-pooing this technology when they use it to stop one of these comet fuckers from blowing up our planet.
exactly.
Or as I'm sure Big E would interpret, this space probe will save us from an astronaut or whatever.
What would they learn about landing a Philae on a
Dude.
comet that would save us from said comet hurtling its way to Earth?
Yeah.
What are we going to learn? Like, well, the
If
composite
you're able,
makeup
no,
of this.
if you're able to anticipate 10 years in advance the trajectory of said comet, then you can throw up your Philae, and maybe with a sweet math problem, we can land the fucker on there. We won't be able to get the probes in, but we
Right.
might be able to land it there, and then, I don't know, maybe
Blow it
can-
up.
Yeah, maybe blow
Detonate.
it up a little bit.
Yeah, I just don't know what
Dude,
that's
if
going
that
to
shit's
tell
gonna
us.
hit our Earth, we're done. Whatever. That's
Yeah.
the way it ends.
Yeah,
And I'm fine with that.
I am as well. Boom, out
Spend
go the
more
lights.
tax dollars on that shit. Anthony writes in, hey guys, listening to today's episode, I found it very ironic that Big E had a problem with the emailer, the guy with 2 degrees and can spell, trying to get fake Lisa's attention. Big E, do you remember said email?
I vaguely
remember,
this. Refresh my
I
I
memory.
remember him freaking out.
I remember a self-righteous asshole.
Ooh,
He's never
Yeah, now I
he's
remember
never
it.
reacted this way to any email.
No.
He's
he
usually-
he threatened. He felt
I wasn't threatened at all. No.
Yeah.
Look at him.
No.
He has never reacted this way to
No.
an email.
And it carried after the show. We went upstairs and E was going off.
The next day, I think he walked in. Oh, fuck that guy! Fuck that guy!
No, that is bullshit. I didn't do that at all.
We're still doing it.
That is bullshit.
So you want to make up with him?
Go ahead. What was the?
He seemed pissed that the listener was using quote unquote the DCast to reach out to this girl. Funny, but isn't the exact same thing he's doing. He says he hopes the podcast gets him fame and money so he can get chicks. Insert E-laugh here.
No, not at all. That's not the same. Not the same thing at all. Actually.
That is using the show to get chicks.
No,
my man.
No. Not the same thing at all.
You didn't
He
like the
was
fact that some
flat-
guy was
no.
cock blocking and coming in and he had a stronger resume than you.
I didn't even care about that. I was mad because it was a pussy way of doing it. You guys thought it was clever, and it wasn't. It wasn't a clever way of doing it.
It was a very clever way of doing it.
No. That's like a fucking no. That is like, to me, that'd be the concept of a guy walking up to a girl.
Don't fuck with that picture.
Okay.
Oh, I
That'd
thought
be
that was
like-
Verlander's dick.
No, not. That'd be like the concept of a guy. I was with a people one time, and a guy walked up and went up to a girl that was by us and said, "Hey, blah blah. Here's my number. If you want to hang out sometime." And that's a pussy way of doing it, and that's what this guy did.
Yeah, someone did that to me and Amy one night.
No, he did it what he's doing by doing that is trying to ask her, is trying to get in without doing the actual, without actually putting himself out there.
No.
Yes.
In fairness
Yes.
to him, what he heard was you had a prime opportunity to ask this girl out. You pushed out a little bit. That's okay. That's okay. You texted her later, and 5 or 6 days later, she still hadn't responded. So he just said, "Hey, you know, if he's not interested,
hold on.
he's not
That's
interested.
not what he did.
I've got a couple degrees. I got a lot to
No,
offer.
that's
He had a
not-
better resume than you, and he brought it. He brought it
That's not
strong.
what he did. Then he could have done it himself without going to the Detroit
Here's
Cast.
the problem. He doesn't know her, dude. You're assuming that he
Yeah,
could.
yes, he
dude,
could.
not everybody's on Facebook.
is.
Again, if it
He
weren't for
is.
this, I wouldn't be on Facebook.
He is.
Timko's not on
I'd
Facebook.
like to, let me find the email and I'll find him. He is.
You're not
And you know
allowed
what?
into the company email. I'm sorry.
Well, I have that. Oh,
For
no,
good
you're-
reason.
And the thing is, no, I was not using the Detroit Cast like he says he is using it. I was using my own personal Facebook page from meeting a person. Technically,
You're
through this.
assassinating his character right now. You're the one that's cock blocking, if anything.
No, and I'm talking about this guy saying that that my thing was doing the same thing. It's not the
You
same
have
thing.
stated your goal in all of this is to get pussy.
Yeah, you're very
That's true.
Beavis-like. It's very
That's
Beavis and
true.
Butthead-like.
But that is
I
not.
wanna get famous and get pussy.
But I'm not going to sit there and just email girls saying, "Hey, this is who I am." It would be, the goal would be is that I'm famous, that I'd be at a bar and girls would just want to come up to me.
That'll never happen.
That's not the point, though. That's not the point. It's not the same thing at all. Not even close. I've talked to her.
He saw an opportunity and he ran
No,
with
but
it.
I'm talking about this guy saying that what I did is the same thing as what this guy did.
It's
not the same
analogous.
thing. No, it's not. I don't
It
even know
is.
what that means. You don't even know what that means, you asshole.
Yeah, I did.
What?
I knew what it meant. I'm
What's
not
that?
going to tell you.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you.
It's a good analogy.
Yeah. Analogous.
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 I didn't
Right.
even fucking
He just
say it.
said-
Yeah,
he-
you knew
he
what it was.
misspoke.
when you
He
were
misspoke.
saying
An alligator. I know what it meant.
Anthony continues, and here's a serious question: if Big E doesn't like to be touched, how does he think Little E will ever be, by men or women?
I've had sex before, so I've had it happen. I've worked
Yeah.
it.
And
I've
Eric,
made
the
it.
blouse thing, hashtag knock that shit off.
Nope, I won't.
Eat a bag of dry stalks, E. And that concludes this email.
I want to wear more women's shirts just because of this guy.
Go ahead.
Maybe I will.
You can do that. Do you have any puffy shirts?
I'm going to
you wanna
shop
wear?
only in the women's section from now on. What do you think about that?
I like it.
Kevin
Lisa
writes
will
in.
like that too.
Kevin writes in, hey Jay, I was trying to explain to my girlfriend about no sag
Neganarb, yeah.
but failed miserably, and she thought I was being an asshole. It's a very touchy. You got to walk
Very
that line.
tough to tell
It's
that story.
tough to explain no sag Neganarb.
Yeah.
Without looking like an asshole.
You want to show our guest no such Neganarb?
It's in my car. I left
God
my wallet
damn
in
it!
there. I know.
Yeah.
Oh, I should get out there first. His wallet's open.
I was wondering if you knew what episode you guys talked about him, and Walters told the story of him sharpening his pencil.
God damn it! I broke my arm.
I don't know. This is maybe a month and a half ago.
At least.
So yeah, just kind of peruse them.
Yeah.
You'll find it, Kevin. I think it was around the middle of an episode. Just kind of, go back to, what are we on, Tim? Code 220? 180. 180. Start with 180. Just start
Just start
perusing.
listening. To everyone, by the way.
Yeah. I know you probably don't, but I would love to have my girlfriend listen to it so she will understand the hilarity. Thanks, Kevin.
Watch your ankles.
She probably still won't understand it. No
Watch
offense.
your Achilles.
Yeah.
That son of a bitch is coming.
Get out of my way! Move! Move!
Ash writes in, hey Jay, my husband Todd and I were
Ash?
Yes.
I like that name.
We were at Todd. Well, you act as if you've never heard it. You met this young lady
Oh, I did?
at Ed's.
Oh, okay.
My husband Todd and I were at, I think it's short for Ashley, I assume.
All right.
Probably.
But she goes by Ash.
Okay.
My husband Todd and I were at Ed's on Saturday. We had an amazing time, but I thought I'd share an issue I've created for myself. I left and posted a pic of myself, you, and Mike on Facebook with excitement. I then continued my enthusiasm into Todd's birthday party the next day with all of our family and friends, even including that we had mention of his birthday at the end of this awesome show. You remember that?
I do.
I mentioned it. Happy birthday, Todd. We
Yes.
kibitzed with them for a moment. We talked about how they started out friends,
Yes.
became lovers.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he was
Okay.
friends with her all along and never was just friends?
Yes. Well, that's what she's getting to. She says our whole family was interested and asked me to share a link to show the show to the show with them. That is that I listened back to the end of the show. I heard a lot more details in regard to my own mentioning, I accept, of us starting off as friends, about how much Todd was thinking of getting a piece and was just waiting it out until he could hit it. And now he's totally getting it in. Hilarious to us at the time, it still is, but then I thought whether my mother and father would enjoy that summary of our seemingly sweet and innocent beginnings.
Hopefully they will.
Yeah. Love what you guys are doing, and I really enjoyed meeting the ladies of the Detroit Cast.
The
Beth
ladies.
and Gab.
I'm going to call Beth now, like
Why?
Ash.
Yeah.
I like that.
I'm gonna call Gab.
Gah. 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 Hey, Gah. Gah.
God damn it, Gah.
Gah. We're going to hang out with Beh and Gah tonight. Maybe we can round up Ash, Gah, and Beh.
Ash adds, though, another little fact here. She went to Great Lakes Vapor at your suggestion.
Oh, yes. Good deal.
I guess she's interested in quitting the real thing, and so she made an e-cig purchase from Jay over there at Great Lakes Vapor. She was happy to see that we have our own juice. The Detroit Cast juice is being sold.
Yep.
And so they gave her a startup kit, a couple kinds of juice, including ours, and some extras, and it was a great price. She said just under $200 for this whole starter kit. And so
nice.
She's geeked.
Good for her. I think she'll do well with it. Ash, I wish you the best of luck with that. There's no way Beh would have stayed with me if I kept smoking, and Gah wouldn't let you over here if it was filled with smoke. So for all parties involved, Gah, Beh, and Ash, it's a good thing she's quitting.
All right, we're good. We'll save the rest for Monday.
All right.
I do have to mention, however,
yes,
Foosball and Ping Pong in the lobby.
I'm in.
The hottest, and we've got Steve right here to attest. The hottest sales staff in Oakland County. That's right. Head to Zott Ford and Holly. They are the dealership that not only wants to treat you like royalty, but give you an additional $500 on your trade-in. So that's stated properly. You get an extra $500 when you tell them that the Detroit Cast sent you. Zott Ford is located just north of Great Lakes Crossing on Holly Road, just off I-75. So that's exit 98, east on Holly Road. And don't forget that the pre-owned department sells all makes and models. So go see them.
Very good. Very good. Yeah. And they're the first sponsor on board with us, so give them some extra love. If we're going to make this work, it'd be helpful. And it is kind of north from where we are, so if that's an issue for you, you can call them. Steve will hook you up. They'll send a car right to your house.
Exactly. Work out the deal. I mean, you can do all that stuff on the phone, do it through pictures, get it done, and then they'll deliver it to you.
Yeah.
So
easy. All right. With that, why don't we call it a day?
We bid you adieu.
We bid you adieu. D-I-E-U.
Just real quick, I forgot. Monday,
you're doing stand-up Monday?
Monday night.
Hey, thanks for the notice, E. That's great.
Yeah, nice job, Fukfase.
I forgot. If you're in Lansing, the Lansing area on Monday, just
stop by Lansing and look for the pink hat. You'll find him. You'll find him.
Yell out the window. Where's Big E?
Where's Fukfase?
No,
the pink hat.
Max's Bar in Lansing on Monday night.
You were there before, right?
Yeah, I've been there several times.
Okay.
Is that a good one?
This one actually is. Unfortunately, I know a lot of people don't live out by the Lansing area, but honestly, this is actually one that's very good. It's usually a lot of good comedians. It's better than some of the open mics I do. So.
Okay.
And he's ready. He's ready to go.
There you go. We'll go out and see E on Monday night at Max's in East Lansing, you said?
It's East Lansing.
East Lansing. Okay.
Or no, it's regular Lansing, sorry.
Regular
Lansing. Or whatever.
Okay. Or something. And we'll call it a day right there. Enjoy your weekend, everybody. We'll see you first thing Monday. Go Lions, too. Big game for them on Sunday. So wish them the best, and we'll see you guys on Monday. Have a good weekend.
You've been listening to the Detroit Cast with your hosts, Mike and Jay. From all of us at Radio for One Studios, thank you for listening. And as always, thank you, Detroit.